Alright, well, we're...
No, I don't take anything. I just want to look around and snoop.
Okay, well, we're live, welcome. Oh, okay, wait, I gotta fix...
Hello?
Okay, Momocam needs to be covering... Momocam can be up here, I also need to fix the actual camera. Hold on.
I got a 20 sneaking into Helios' room. Does he notice?
No, he's hungover and he's snoring.
Okay, investigation. Is there anything cool in his room?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
It's just a bunch of turnips. And
Exactly.
maybe a
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome. We're here. We're Helios will be here soon. But we're gonna go and get started. So, yeah. What's going on? What happened last time? What happened last time, guys?
I gave away my armor. Got a lieutenant.
And started a cult.
But that was the last time.
Oh.
This time I just maintained the cult. I forget, and that's all. That's what I did. I don't remember what the other people did. Except for get told they're gonna kill everybody they see in 2 days.
I think I gathered everyone around together and was like, oops, sorry. I might have got a little drunk and babbled to this weird Ezra.
Oh, the shadow of Korbach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we got Rook's Tooth from
Yes,
Lady
yeah.
Valeria. That happened. And my communing with generally magic, I suppose, let us know that it depends on our behavior, whether or not that's hostile. I don't know how sending us a body part of our friend could be construed as anything but hostile, but we'll find out. We'll see.
I mean, we could always just show up and just stealth in and see what's up.
Oh, I can see what's up from here. I've got the ball.
Oh, we do have big scrying, correct.
Yes. I thought it'd be funny for Helios to learn teleport and then give one of us the helmet. So we could, so you attune to the helmet, of course, and then I scry, then see what's going on, use suggestion via the ball to, tell the guard to go away. Then we just teleport there, grab Rook, and then teleport back, and they just have no idea what happened. But I don't know. I feel like that's a waste of high-level spell slots when we could get loot by ransacking their castle for kidnapping our friend, you know? That's totally what happened, and we know it definitively.
I feel like using the term friend pretty funny, but he's actually my friend, so I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah. We were there. We were together for a month working together. So maybe not friend, but definitely acquaintance. I'm familiar with him, you could say, for the purposes of scrying. Mm-hmm.
We fought together.
I would say
when you fought Hilda and you guys all went in the tunnel, and then the little
kid was bad.
Yeah, and only spared Rook from fighting the big wolf. But yeah, isn't that what happened? Right? The kid was like,
"Oh yeah, that's exactly."
It was
what
like, "No,
happened.
you shouldn't go that way," and you guys were already going, and Rook's like, "What do you mean?" Oh, that was really good.
I just remember this very convoluted plan going through the underground or the underwater tunnel. I was like, okay, I'll just tie everyone to a rope and I'll get to the other end and just yank them through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was funny.
Yeah. So you guys had gotten that letter, with one of Rook's teeth in it, and you know where this village is.
Yes.
Or this small town. Again, it was very much just kind of up in the mountains in a high pass, where there is just a little town here. Not really big enough to have it any major industry or anything, but it did have its own keep that overlooking this little valley basically. So it was big enough to have a keep, but other than that, Nothing too crazy.
How long have we been in town now?
Let me look. Like about a week.
Okay. So there is one item I would have liked to have looked for. That's pretty. I feel simple to get hands on.
Okay.
I just want like a ring of Find Familiar or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. Ring of Find Familiar. Let's see, what is the spell that is it just called Find Familiar's name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't it like a level
like
1 spell?
I'm literally just want a pet cat.
Yeah, it's a level
For
1 spell.
me and my gay.
Yeah. Wouldn't a pet bat be more fitting? Or a spider? Because you can have a pet spider.
Listen, like, don't tell me how to gay. I won't tell you how to cleric, okay?
The two D&D classes, cleric and gay.
Momo, stop! Oh, he's chewing on his paw. Yeah, you could find one of those. You could find a ring of Find Familiar.
Does the Find Familiar require an attunement slot? Or can I just have a cat for free, please?
You don't have to use an attunement slot. But the rules of the spell apply. So, yeah, it would be like. By the way, it'd be like 300 gold for this.
Put in the tab.
Okay.
Have updated.
Yeah, so you could actually use this to like see through its eyes and stuff like that. The only thing is that it does have the HP of a normal cat, and like if it gets killed, it's a spirit. It's not an actual cat. Like it's a spirit cat. Actually, in fact, you need to choose: is it a celestial cat, a fey cat, or a fiend cat?
I'm gonna go with a fey cat because
Okay.
I feel like Bree will help me out there.
Okay, yeah, Bree can honestly probably help you when you're setting this up. You know, it's like the boomer gets a new like iPhone and has to have the. Yeah, so you get this figured out, and you can figure out what the cat looks like and what its name is and stuff. Obviously, as we go, but it will poof into existence, and it acts like a cat, although it is smarter than one.
Okay, so it's a very fluffy black cat.
Okay.
Her name is Roxy,
Okay.
and she's an absolute bitch.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Like, she like people near her. She's just like, you like pet her. She's like, yeah. She's like not happy about it, but she's.
Is she gonna try to
You know how
Fungus
cats are.
and Lunkus?
She will stare at them longingly, but she will respect the restraint from her master and be like, hey, don't eat those guys.
To be fair, they're also
But she
acting a
looks
little
at-
weird the past day or two. And they're like,
Oh, true.
So
They're gonna eat the cat. They're gonna eat Roxy.
Momo, stop.
I mean, if you ever watched a cat watch like a mouse or a rat, they literally just kind of like stand there and like look at them until they get too close, and they just start fucking. They bat at them and they play with them. Like
Cats are
it's so fucked up.
sadistic. Yeah,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
not like dogs. Dogs would never. Isn't that
But
right?
like maybe if Flumpus and Bunkus did a cool backflip, Roxy would be like, "Oh no, I get it." And they would let her ride
these
on her
rats are
back.
cool.
That chill.
Yeah, these are the cool rats. Alright, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
get Momo to stop chewing. Okay, here. You want to sit on my lap, buddy? Come on. Alright, hold on. Come on, Momo. Come here.
Momo acquired.
Oh, yeah. Here you go, baby.
We don't have to redeem Momo.
Can I get
Momo's
a
right there.
Okay.
Can I get a rat
Hold on my
backflip
lap
check,
now.
please?
Alright.
A rat what? Oh, rat backflip.
Backflip check.
Okay, so yeah, so we had kind of ended with you. It was like the day before. You have like one night, and then the next night is going to be the night that is the full moon.
That's a good.
So you have one
Yeah.
last night here in the city, and then I think you guys are planning on heading out.
I'm dropping Bree into a bandit camp.
Yeah. So if you
Sorry,
wanted
the
to
train.
if you wanted to do any last shopping or anything, this would be the time.
Could I buy some more +2 ammo?
Yeah.
Let me close my windows. Don't hear that train.
Yeah, you could actually find some +2 ammo. That would actually not be a huge deal. It's definitely not something that's in a very high supply. But there's enough where you could find some, and it would be 250 gold for 20 for like a set of 20. So
Yeah. Could I get 2 of those? Or is it only one?
you
Is
could
it
get
like just all they
you
have
could
on
get
the roll?
40 instead of 20. It would just be 500. Yeah.
Hello.
Is that
Am
okay?
I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Everybody is crunchy for me, but
Yeah. It's
I was trying.
Hold on. Since you're in a video, how do I? Is there a way to reorder it? I can't remember.
yeah, I'm just trying to conserve data so that I can
No,
keep
you're
up
good. Yeah,
at
it
least
works.
one stream.
I just
Oh,
need to
does
do
that-
this.
Does that work okay with the pocketbook there, Adau?
500 gold. That's too expensive.
Yeah. Well, now I have 60 +2 arrows.
Okay.
Damn, Nightbeard's trying to hold me back.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Apparently it works. Like, the older you are, the more conservative you get.
No, that's not true. In fact, I watched a video just today that was titled "The older I get, the more progressive I get." It was by some dude in Tennessee, which is pretty crazy.
Oh,
to
is
hear.
there a lot of elves in Tennessee, or?
Yes, all of them. They're
You're the
mountain
only-
people that live
you're
in
the
the
only
forest.
L11 I see.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I thought Helios is gone, but no, it's just because I made it hide. I thought it would still have the green thing, but okay, never mind. I'm just
Oh.
I did not finish the run last night. Sorry. Okay, hold on.
Washed.
Yeah, washed. All right.
Actually watched.
So okay. So here's the thing. So Helios, you wake up, and when you wake up, you were a little hungover this morning from partying, and Talvo was standing over your bed staring at you. No, I'm just kidding.
For free?
Talvo runs his hands through the loose part of his hair, and then, kind of just like, he does a little like hand raise thing, like, oh, look at these cool braids. Like he's desperately wanting someone to say, hey, cool haircut, man.
Cool nerd cut, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Also, for logistics, if we get in a Rule 20 situation, I'm going to need somebody to move my token, and I'm going to be using the stream to watch it.
okay, that's fine.
Because I can't load any browsers.
I can move
I'm
for you.
working on Discord right now. Thank you.
Okay. There we go. I've got Momo on my lap,
Oh, wait.
so I'm trying to not.
Oh yeah. When was it that I went to that guy, the dwarf, in game? That is
Which dwarf?
the dwarf who I gave my armor to.
I don't remember this. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah.
The like traveling merchant from the west.
Yeah. That was It's only been a few days since then.
Okay. Well, damn.
I think.
I guess.
Yeah, you said you expedited your upgrade, right?
Yeah.
But it was going to be, I think, still like a few days.
Yeah, I remember he said 3 or 4 days because
So-
like top of the list is where that put me.
Yeah, so
Um,
like it'll probably be done the day
As
after
soon as
the
we
full
leave.
moon. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now
that's
we're
fair.
one day before the full moon day. And yeah.
We
Alrighty.
got that Dragon Heart, and we were told that like you could use that to upgrade your shield. Is that something you also want to do?
That would have already been done, yeah.
Okay.
Kor'bok
That's what,
basically
yeah.
had that taken care of personally.
What did that do for me? Oh, the lightning damage
Gave it lightning
resistance.
resistance, yeah.
That was good. Okay. Well, you guys go, but then after that, I believe we set off, perhaps.
Yep. Would anyone else have anything they're working on? I know Bree was first working on training to be a bear better with Bill the bear, but then
Build a bear.
but then she was like, well, I'm probably not gonna be able to control it very well anyway, so she just ignored him and went back to researching the cards.
Yeah, so she would continue doing that if like there's anything else she could learn in this next day.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
I mean, also, how would Bree feel about Talvo just bringing this very hungry-looking cat onto the crew?
Hesitant.
Well, I'm in a minute, but
I
Wait,
mean,
could I animal handling the cat to make sure like it knows we're chill?
yeah, you could like pet the kitty and be like,
you roll
you
a
could
pet,
let her
yeah.
know, like, this is not my. These are friends, not food.
Yeah, you could do that. You can do.
Maybe one day they're all back flipping together.
Look at that, 29. The cat actually seems to like Bree.
Hell yeah.
I like to think that it likes Bree more than it likes Talvo.
Oh, like, can I hit it with like a contested check?
Yeah, you can
Just
have
to-
advantage
just to see
though,
where
since you
we're at.
summoned it.
You're gonna get like a 3. It's gonna be funny. Oh, that's not bad.
You can roll again. You can roll with advantage because you summoned it.
Can you roll for me?
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Talvo actually the
yeah, I think
the cat does, even though the cat is not super friendly. It does it was summoned by Talvo, and so it can't quite resist. But towards most other people, it's like, eh. But it does like Bree as well. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I'll do an investigation check.
Yep.
On what, the cat?
Oh yeah, what for?
No, for looking
For learning about cards.
yeah, learning about the cards.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a cat?
You don't really find too much more in the library, unfortunately. But as you're leaving, you hear a voice from off to the side in the street. And it's like, young lady. You seem like you're quite the curious one.
This is true. Hello.
You turn around and see there's a withered up old lady with a cane here. And she's looking at you. She's got long gray hair and kind of like frizzles, like waves and kinks in it. And she's
that is a hag.
and she's like,
Manners.
I noticed you coming in and out of this library.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you seeking information?
Yeah. I'm looking for a little bit of info. You got any?
Show me your palm.
Can I put my palm out?
The rats, meanwhile, are on your shoulders, and they kind of like hide behind your head though, because They're a little freaked out.
And
This
walking
little
around.
lady kind of like walks over
Yeah,
with the
nothing.
cane, takes your hand, and starts tracing along the lines of your palm. And she's like, Hold on, let me bring the mic closer. She's like, the lines tell an interesting tale.
What do they say?
You are destined for
You got
great
Google Maps?
things.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hmm.
What kind of things? Talking-
I see riches.
Bree pogs.
And the power the power of the moon. The moon runs
Hey,
through
that's not
you.
his girlfriend.
Is the moon good?
The moon is a body of rock orbiting the planet we live on. I don't think it has personality traits.
Well, I mean, in
You say it's
terms
a
of
rock?
me,
Yeah, you're wrong about that. It's made of cheese. So what else are you wrong about?
Yeah. The lady's like, what did you ask? Is it good?
yeah, because like in relation to me, since Bree's making the connection about the bear thing that's going to be happening in a day.
The lady's like, it depends how you use it. I also see. I see the flames of rage. You must
In
be
me?
careful. You must.
Bree has alarmed us that she's gonna be like a werebear tomorrow night, right? Like, we know
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I realized there's like nothing I can do, I told everybody so that they can keep my rats safe and possibly other people.
Bree, my rapier has silver, like, coursed within it. Do you think maybe you would just seppuku yourself with the rapier and save yourself for the night?
Can I come back after that?
What do you mean? Like, if someone is there to revive you?
Well, I think the idea, I mean, this is purely experimental, but if you actively have silver, dubbed through you during the transformation, I feel like maybe it would cause it not happen. I mean, if you were a vampire and someone staked you as you were turning, would you still vampire, or would it just kind of stop the transformation power? You know,
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
I don't think Bree wants to do that. I think she's gonna lean. She's gonna just try to control it the best she can. I think.
Okay.
I mean, beyond that, don't we also have a second pair of the shackles, the chains? Didn't we get another one?
Yeah, the iron bands. Yeah.
I have those.
Yeah, okay, can I have those? Just in case everything doesn't go okay.
Yeah, I want them back, but yeah, I could give them for the
No,
night.
that's fair. I mean, I gave you the anti-magic spear, and I wanted it back,
true.
and we've established it. We've established a trade between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give the iron bands to Talvo for the night.
Yeah, you would have done that already. Yeah. With this lady though,
I will hand over the anti-magic spear as a completely
At the moment, I still
empty
have it.
vessel.
I actually never gave it back. I've just been holding on to it.
Well, then I will pat it softly in your inventory.
Yeah.
So as far as this lady goes, would you ask her anything else, or?
She's mainly just saying that like there's good fortune for me, and that the moon is connected to me, and could be good if I use it right. Right.
And don't forget about the flames of envy,
Oh.
rage. I sense
And
conflict
rage
in
inside
you.
me. What kind of conflict?
Well, I sense that you are prone to outbursts.
Am I?
Yeah, there was.
I'm sorry. Where we are in this whole interaction? Are we at the castle or are
No,
we
this
like
is
out and
none
about
of
the
you guys are.
Yeah, I'm by
here.
myself.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Right.
yeah, no. The. I mean, she says that whether or not you agree with it, she's like, you are prone to outbursts.
How do you know that? I don't think I am. Am I?
sense the lives that you have taken.
Well, they deserved it, you know?
Be wary of the flames, child, lest they consume you.
Alright.
Talvo walks up holding out his cloak. Hey, look at all these fucking fake fireball beads, dude. Like
These
it's
flames will
crazy
be
how
our
much this
ruination.
has saved us. It's crazy how
I'll
much
take
this has
another
saved us.
And so the lady's like, did you... If you would like a more in-depth reading, it would only cost a few hundred gold.
A few hundred.
Oh, yes, of course, the more you spend, the higher quality I can produce.
Well, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you know? Like, how much more would you know? That seems...
I would have to do a ritual.
I don't trust this. You got no credentials.
Show me your diploma.
Yeah.
Do I not?
I got nothing to go off. I don't... What's your portfolio?
She cackles and she's like, well, I suppose that perhaps ignorance is bliss. And she starts turning and walking away.
Well, I'm like, Bree's stuttering because she's trying to decide what to do. So, she hasn't like fully said no, but... How much is it? How much gold would it be?
For my standard vision, only 200.
Do I have like the group credit card or whatever? Or does it have to come out of like my own pocket?
No. I feel like we've kind of established a system where like we just all submit work invoices to Adau and he just pays them
Yeah, you
dutifully.
do like an
Yeah.
IOU,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, you.
Especially in Kerbach
Alright.
City, we have enough like,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, they know who we are.
yeah.
Okay, then I'll take that out of like the fund, like collective fund, and I think, okay, I'll do it then.
She nods.
200
She's like, follow me. And you start like following her down a couple streets and alleyways until you hit like a market square plaza. And she motions over to like a little alleyway. And you see that there's a very, very tiny little like tent there. Like it's like a small camping tent in size, right? And she motions at it and says, go in, dearie.
Does it look like safe?
I mean, it's like...
I'm not gonna get ambushed.
I mean, it's like a small little tent in the middle of the city. It's not like,
could be little gremlins in there. Yeah, okay, I'll go inside
Okay.
the tent.
Yeah, you push aside the flap and you walk in. Then you realize the tent is much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
It's like the TARDIS.
On the outside, it looked like maybe like a 5-foot wide tent. But inside, it is like the size of like a large living room. And there's a desk or like a table with all sorts of like herbs and like mortar and like pestle and all this shit like that you would use like for brewing potions or whatever.
Does she follow me in then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should motion and she'd be like, take a seat. And there's a chair there.
Is there anything else here other than the desk and like brewing stuff?
There's like lots of stuff like hanging around in the room. Most of it is again like herbs and stuff.
Alright. We gotta take a seat.
Okay. She immediately starts getting to work, and it's very clear after a few seconds that she is like brewing some sort of concoction with a bunch of herbs and everything. In a little kettle that's over like a little fireplace. Do you say anything while she's doing this?
I just watch and sort of look around the room and I have no idea what's really going on, but it's interesting.
Okay. The rats, meanwhile, look around too like they are a little suspicious.
This is just me mixing all my drinks together and the Denny's at like 5 years old.
Yeah. After like maybe 5 minutes straight of this lady just working away, she has a little like a little like kettle of tea, basically. She pours it into a little teacup, or like a mug, and she brings it over to you. She's like, if you drink this, it will give you a vision.
The vision of what?
Possibilities.
As in things that will happen or things that could happen?
That depends on you.
Alright. What does it smell like? Does it smell good?
It smells awful.
Oh. Bree gags a bit.
Yeah.
What does she look like when she's like handing me this? Does she...
She's smiling.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll try it then, and then I plug my nose and try drinking it.
Okay, so Bree.
Can the rats have a tiny bit of it as well?
The what? Sorry.
Can one of my rats have a tiny bit of it as well?
Yeah, sure.
I'll give it to Funkus since he likes trying different things.
Okay.
He'll just have a few sips.
Okay.
Can my cat have an attack of opportunity?
You're not here.
No, it's Joe. She's a nice cat. She's a nice cat.
Okay. The rat drinks, and for a second, like Funkus doesn't really react, and then you drink. You kind of look at Funkus. You guys look at each other, and Blunkus is like he's like worried about what's gonna happen. And then all of a sudden, Bree, the like lights from the like lamp or like the fireplace in this tent, all of a sudden like warp past you. It feels like you're going into hyperspeed. And you're not sure how long passes, but you start to just see and feel and hear images and scenes. You actually, the first one is of a dark, deep forest with rocks around as well. And you see two narrow eyes, glowing yellow, staring at you from behind the trees. Whatever this thing is, it's large.
Am I in control, like, while I'm looking at this, or is it just, like,
Not
I'm just
really,
there?
You're just there.
Okay.
You see this, and then you hear a roar from whatever this thing is as it goes, roar, but then it fades away. Next, you see a throne room, a majestic throne room. And as you see the throne room, your vision sort of like hones in on the person sitting at on the throne.
Oh.
And it's a woman. It is a beautiful elven woman.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's a beautiful.
You're just so cute.
There,
Not you. The cat.
there's a beautiful elven woman who looks at seemingly into your very eyes, Bree, and says, "Won't you make my day, Bree, and join me here?" And then as you're watching, as you're like seeing this woman's face, Bree, the woman's face turns from that of an elven woman and becomes your own face. It becomes Bree's face.
Still with, like, her body, or, like her armor, or whatever she's got on?
Yeah, it like morphs into you entirely.
Okay.
And then your vision...
So I'm on the throne now,
Yeah, exactly.
like in that.
And you're seeing
Okay.
yourself. And then your vision fades once more. And now you see a massive city below you. It's unclear to you how you're above the city, but you see a massive, sprawling city inside of... Well, you look around, it's inside of it's surrounded by a ridgeline. But then you realize it's not just a ridgeline. You're inside the top of a volcano. A dormant volcano. And this city has been built there. It's a massive city. Sprawling for miles in every direction. On top of what must be a massive volcano. Ancient volcano.
Is it inside a volcano or outside?
Like it's
Like on
in
top of
the crater. Right, because it's a dormant
I bet
volcano.
insurance there is rough.
And you're above it.
Do I know of anything like that on, like, in the map, since Bree's explored a lot and
Roll me a
is
history
quite...
check. Like looking down below, you're pretty sure that there are a few of the Dragon Elf cities are on volcanic islands and stuff. So, but as you're kind of seeing this city below you, again, you can't like look down. You don't have control in this vision. You can't look down to see how you're flying above it, seemingly, because you're moving through the air. But then you do hear the giant flapping of wings. Like a whoosh. Whoosh. And then you go back into your body.
Well, so the whole time was Funkus there?
No. He was
Okay.
having his own vision, presumably.
Oh, okay.
And you come to, and the old lady has her hand on your forehead. And she's like, and when you come to, she goes like, and like reels back. And Funkus is there. Funkus is also reeling from whatever his vision was. He's like he's like nauseous.
Did she say anything, or, like, Bree sort of like trying to collect her thoughts and.
The old lady's like, much more interesting than I had even thought. The choice is yours to make. It all comes down to whether or not you have the bravery to take it. And then the old lady like goes behind her little table, is like, "You may go."
Bree sort of needs, like, can you give me a minute? And Bree needs to sit down there for a bit to think about it all.
Yeah.
Well, could I ask, like, are those things
Don't go for
connected?
my egg. I see you going for my egg roll.
You ask her if they're connected. She's like, only time will tell.
Like the eyes, I couldn't, because Bree does know like animals and stuff. Like, could she tell what kind of thing it was? Like, did it look like a bear or something?
Roll me a nature check. No, you didn't know. If anything, it didn't really seem like any animal you've ever seen before. From the eyes alone.
Yeah, do I have any idea about like the throne, like where that could be?
No, you don't know.
Okay, and I haven't seen that woman before, have I?
No. No, you haven't.
Okay. I guess I don't have a lot to, like, much else I can question her about.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just say thank you for the reading. I guess I'll think about it and see what happens.
One last thing.
Yes.
I know what you were seeking when I met you.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, the cards. Do you know anything about them?
Why do you think I approached you?
So how did you know I was seeking them? Was I talking to myself?
Yes.
Whoops.
But
yeah.
But she's like, no, I have my own visions. And my one word for you, whether you take the risk, the chance, whatever you want to call it, whether you do is up to you. But if you do, taking the good with the bad keeps things in balance.
Draw both. Draw both.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Could I technically draw, like, this isn't a question to her, but, like, could I technically draw both at the same time?
Sure. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
Okay,
It's just that
really
once
thinking about
you've,
it,
like, declared your intention to draw the cards, they will draw themselves, even if you don't. But it doesn't say, like, how fast. Like, you know, you can draw them as quickly as you want, like, 2 at a time. Yeah.
I would like to say, because I dinked animal handling 1 point over Bree, my cat has
That was
an
me.
insatiable
That wasn't
urge.
Yeah, Bree got a 29.
Oh. Well, never mind. I had a cool plot point, but now we're just going to be boring. Okay, that's fine.
I'll inspire you. I'll inspire you.
Well, no, he literally can't get...
I'm just saying that like nobody cares about this new cat, and maybe he's standing by the cards and he does a little bit of cat.
Ha!
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
he flips one over.
well, maybe that happens. But regardless, Bree still has more to think about now.
Yeah.
As Bree
Well,
would.
I guess.
Yeah.
So she know. It seems like she knows a bit about like tarot cards and stuff.
Mhm.
So, if I were to flip a bad one, is my life changed forever then, or could I like come back from it? Could everything?
It depends on the card. There are some
Yeah.
that are not as bad. I think there is one that just literally kills you and evaporates your soul into the ether, though. So I don't think you
Oh,
could
yeah.
come back from that one.
No, it's specifically that one that you're thinking of. Is specifically that it sucks your soul and puts it in a cage somewhere. In a
okay.
completely random place in the multiverse. In one of my
Or someone has to come and fight me.
in one of my past campaigns, I had the players pull and they had the full deck. And the way it works, if you have a full deck as well, is that they go back in, and 2 players pull that in a row. So
Oh no!
half the party
Oh
like,
my
just
God.
got their souls yoinked immediately. That was not very good.
Yeah.
I mean, could Bree at least like ask around, read around, and realize like the breadth of how bad things could go if she hits the bad card?
Well, she's had some examples that she read in a book.
Yeah, I'm getting like some more.
What if we
intel.
find the others, and then once we flip, no, never mind, we have to flip them all.
What if
We
I
got
just
money.
take them right now? What if I just take? What if we do it?
Well, so here's my
You flip
idea.
them.
I'll do it. I don't care about my life or well-being.
We have a shit ton of money. What if we just get like 8 halflings, and then if something bad happens, make them all use their halfling luck?
That's not how that works, but also, it's
You combine enough halflings in one place and everything just goes great.
but also you can't necessarily transfer the benefit. It's not like a, some of them are like they
we'll invoice
affect
it
you.
to Adau. If we have Riley pull them and we get all the money, then he gives us his share. But if he loses all his money, it's not his money, it's us. It's us for. So,
I mean,
Riley
an
pulls the card.
alternative idea is me with a reliable talent that I can't roll less than 10 on a proficient skill. I could just sleight of hand and try to trick the deck itself into thinking that I drew a good card.
I don't know.
I think that's like a 35-40 roll. You
I
know?
think that's
I'll
something
inspire
you
it.
could really do. Yeah. So Bree would
Yeah,
like.
I could persuade the deck into thinking.
panache it.
So I'm assuming
Yeah.
then Bree's going to kind of like walk back to the castle. This would be like the evening of the last night before the full moon day. In other words, like this is you're about to go to bed, and then the next day is when you're going to prepare to like leave because the next day is when the whole full moon is.
I would like to say I've
Sure.
given Roxy. I have not given Roxy any specific instructions. So like, Bree is walking around with her 2 rats, and then like maybe once an hour or so, she just sees 2 little yellow orbs open into a black shadow, and realize the cat's been there the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just constant like, she's hungry, as
Why are
many
we
cats
tormenting the
are.
rats with the cat?
So, but yeah, so Bree would, you come back to the castle, and everyone is, if anyone else had any other errands they would run.
I was gonna ask a question though, because I don't know how I would sort of gather this information, but like, is the fact that there's meant to be now I've learned there's meant to be a deck of cards, and now interested about like why is there like 2 that are very specifically like they have 2 specific cards,
Mm-hmm.
like that's like a deliberate thing to have.
Yeah, what are the
This is
normal
cool.
cards? They're just there to torment us.
I mean, I did ding a pretty good, was it Investigation or Arcana? Like, whenever we were originally introduced to these cards. I feel like I could, like, let Bree know, like, hey, it's probably only those 2 cards left because everyone else is dead now. or bad wealthy and don't need them anymore. So like it's kind of like a give or take.
I actually wonder how the deck split up like this. Or maybe there was never a deck here at all. Because like Poetry said, when you draw one, it goes back in.
Okay, can we clear the air? This is like a deck of many things, right?
Possibly.
It's a
Shut
very
up, I wasn't
small...
asking you.
It's a 2 cards of a couple things. It's a deck of a couple things.
Okay.
What's up, Momo?
The thing is, we kept talking about tarot cards. I wasn't sure if that was the same. Like, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I could be wrong. A deck of many things is 52 playing cards.
No.
Whereas I think a
No,
tarot
they're
deck...
tarot cards. Yeah, they're a tarot deck.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
a tarot card's like 13 cards.
These,
If I
you can
remember
have 13 or 22.
I believe it's 22. Or, well, it actually can depend. There's
Yeah.
different size decks.
Or there can be 2.
Okay, so what we're
It
doing
can
with
be
like,
whatever the
maybe-
DM wants, you know? So...
Maybe
Uh-huh.
it doubles my bombs. Okay, I get it. Maybe I get flying for a room.
Maybe a jumping spider.
These are Binding of Isaac references.
I never played.
I played for a little bit, but I don't know any of the items. I just know Mom Bad.
Dude,
But I can
so I live in California. I lived in California for like 4 years. And me and my ex, we turned one of our friends on to Binding of Isaac. And he beat Mom once. He's like, okay, I beat the game. And we're like, you have no idea. He's like, no, I won. It's like over. I'm like, oh, dude.
That's funny.
It is pretty good.
Hey, Mama. Mama's just sitting there.
Could I communicate to Funkus and see what he envisioned?
Yeah. He's like, oh my god, I saw a vision.
I was in France.
He's like, I saw one of 2 possible outcomes for my life. One of them was me on a skewer being eaten by an ogre.
Oh no.
And then the other was me in a massive vault of cheese. He's like, I have no idea which one is from which outcome, but, you know, I think that's worth the risk. And then you realize he's like rubbing his belly, and he's like, okay, maybe he's not the most reliable narrator right now, anyways.
I would like to try to set up a situation where Bree's rats can communicate with my cat Roxy.
Yeah.
And I
It
feel
would
like
take a
Bree's
while.
rats are already true. But Roxy in and of herself is a familiar, a magical being.
Yeah.
And the rats already have been communicating through like charades, like they do backflips
Yeah.
to try to communicate their intention. Is there any way that those 2 lines of communication could be shortened, like learning wise?
It would just take some time, but maybe you could have them communicate.
Could the time be shorter if Roxy was actually a cat and normally just like unhelpful if possible?
What do you mean?
Most cats, like if you show them like, hey, like I want you to do this thing, they're not going to do it, and in fact they're probably going to do the least unhelpful thing. I like the idea that Roxy understands what she's supposed to do, but just doesn't do it because she's a fucking dickhead cat.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fairly
Just
accurate.
give her a very high roll on everything, so she has to like roll to decide what to do. But it's like a check of like 19 or above.
No,
And once 19 doesn't do it.
Again, it just
I
take
like the
time, though,
idea.
but, yeah.
I like the idea that she understands everything, and then it's just like a 50-50 roll, like evens or odds, whether or not she decides to like help.
So, yeah. Well, we can get to that. But what is the what's is Bree gonna do anything when she gets back to the castle?
Well, I guess now she'd be well, is it tonight now that the moon will be?
No, this is the night before. You have one
Okay.
full day left after this.
Okay.
Which is the day that you guys are gonna either leave or go teleport or whatever. So this is the night before the teleport, basically.
Right.
And she's told us that she's gonna be like werebear
Yeah,
on the full moon, right?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna reflect back to what I said earlier. Let's just like CC her. Like, let's just like take her to the middle of the woods and like slow
Well,
sleep.
I think that was the plan, right? You guys are you're gonna teleport out towards what's it called? Rolugur. I believe wasn't it the plan? You guys are gonna teleport out there and then just camp in the like mountains.
Yeah, that was, I believe, the plan.
Yeah.
So
So it's
before we
just-
do that, though, I do want to do that scrying that I was talking about.
Yeah, you can do this the night before you were gonna teleport. So.
Yep. Yeah.
I imagine you guys are kind of like maybe hanging out, like finishing up your plans to be like, okay, who we're gonna bring, all this stuff, and Bree, meanwhile, is probably lost in thought, like not even paying attention to the conversation because she's thinking like, oh,
Yeah.
There's been a lot of Talvo like touching his new braids and like petting I's head and just trying to get just like just a modicum of attention.
okay, well, you know,
Please tell me you love my new haircut. Oh my god, I'm dying.
So we'll get to that. So Adau is going to do a scrying with the orb, right? The crystal ball.
Yes.
Okay. Who or what are you going to scry on?
I was thinking I would scry on Lady Valeria because I can use the ball to suggest, but I think that there's a slight possibility of her succeeding this check, so I'm not going to. I'm going to scry Rook
Okay,
because familiar with him, and I have his tooth.
that is true.
Oh boy.
Okay, so they must make a Wisdom saving throw, and he doesn't know you're casting the spell, so he would try to resist,
Yeah.
like inherently. But here, let's go. Let me find Rook's character.
Is he in chat? Can he like choose to fail?
No, but he doesn't even know the spells he can cast though, so it wouldn't. He doesn't
Yeah.
have a choice. Yeah, I rolled for him. He fails.
15? Yeah, that's a 0.
Yeah, yeah, because you have a
So-
body part. Yeah, so all of a sudden you see him, and this is like in the evening, and you see him next to a campfire. I think what is it? You're like 10 feet of vision around you. You see him in a little clearing in like woods.
Let me see.
Next to
Within
a
30
campfire.
feet of the spell's sensor. And I can communicate telepathically.
Okay, wow. I didn't realize it was because normal scrying is only 10, but I guess it's because it's the crystal ball.
Yeah, let me look at the spell. Yep. Oh yeah, 10 feet. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 30 feet with the ball. So that is cool.
You see Rook in a clearing in the middle of a bunch of woods, next to a campfire. He looks a little ragged, but he is he's got like a squirrel on a spit over the fire.
Okay.
Just-
He's alone?
Crispy,
He's alone.
crispy squirrel.
I don't see
bits.
anyone
I played
around.
Fallout. I understand.
Ooh.
You don't
Is
see
this a
anyone.
Fallout reference poetry?
You don't see you don't see anyone else around now, and he also looks like he is slightly hurt. Like he's got a little bit of like he's got a little bit of wounds.
Hey. It's me. It's me, Adau. I can see you.
You're just gonna communicate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it into his
You want to
head.
do it?
He jumps up and he like pulls out like a dagger. He's like, oh!
Nah, man, I'm like halfway across the continent. I'm just scrying on you. Don't worry about it.
He's like, Adau?
The one and only. There are probably others. the best one.
He's like, why are you contacting me?
Have you had any run-ins with someone named Valeria recently? Or have you been to Rologur?
He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, that crazy bitch.
Yeah, that's the vibe we got.
Yeah, that is definitely something Targus would say. Yeah, no, you're killing it.
And he's like, Rook is like, yeah, I just escaped from there a couple days ago.
Okay.
Do you have all your teeth?
Yeah. Why? So they sent. Yeah, she sent us your tooth in the mail. The snail mail too. It wasn't even like a. It was real disrespectful. But what was that all about?
He snarls and he's like, well, she wants to recruit you guys to hire you.
How much?
And she thought this was the best way to get in touch?
I guess so. But
This seems like a very high pressure tipping point. This is the point where Talvo will like jump into like, I don't know. In my brain, it's like a video call.
well, it's
And
no,
you
it's just
You might be able to see into the ball, but you won't be able to hear what we're saying.
yeah. It's all telepathic.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll have no fun at all. And have,
I can talk while I'm doing
Yeah,
this
he can
out
relay
loud.
it to you guys.
Yeah, so I'll relay what's going on.
It's just that it'll be relayed through Adau.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like jump into the
And I'm
back
100% reliable
of the
narrator.
webcam and just like
Yeah.
wave highly.
Not like Rook can't even see anything. He just hears a voice out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's a one-way.
okay.
I could have given like Rook like a funny little like thieves can't phrase, like not like intentionally. It's just like I gave it to him as a joke. Like, hey, let's train him wrong.
Yeah. It's like, it relies on the word booba or something.
Yeah, it's like the like I give him a phrase. It's like, oh, I'm a big cool guy, and then his response phrase is like, oh, I have a little dick. I'm so sorry, and that's
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. So Adau, you're talking to him, Adau, and yes, do you say anything else to him? He would tell you. He's like, I've been running through the woods. I'm safe now, but I wouldn't recommend going there if she sent that to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I figured.
Talvo says.
Talvo says he's a big cool guy, by the way.
Yeah, and then Rook is like, yeah, I'm not falling for that. It was obvious he was trolling me.
I'll tell Talvo.
I look at it down and I'll shrug. Like, to be fair, he did have a helm that like let him know every language.
That is true. He did have that.
Oh yeah.
Does he still have the helmet?
Oh yeah. Does he have all the artifacts? He had like
No,
3 magic weapons.
No, he doesn't have it on him.
So
Or
what do you
Hilda's.
understand?
Or
how
Hilda's
is he
voice.
understanding it now?
Because it's telepathic.
Yeah, this
Oh,
one
okay.
it's
Yeah.
they can.
It's just pure vibes. It's not a language.
So yeah, he doesn't have Hilda's Vols either, by the way. So
Damn. Looks like we're gonna go there anyway because that's ours. We earned it, and by ours I mean you can have it, but
he's
like we earned it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Well, I'm still just doing my own thing. So don't worry about me.
Don't worry about you. I mean, you don't. We can retrieve your gear for you.
He's like, it would just slow
I am
me
mentioned?
down.
Is that okay? That's interesting.
No, okay. No, that seems fine. Nice knowing you. See ya. Bye.
He's like,
After all we've done for you. No.
he's like, I've got my own business I got to attend to before I rejoin you guys.
Get
But
castled, Rook. Nobody cares.
I-
So on with our day.
All right. I mean, yeah, that's sure.
Just
I mean,
don't let them turn you.
do they have like mind tricks, or do you mean like with their compelling arguments?
Well, last time I saw him, it was vampires. So like,
Oh,
yeah.
So we can Vampire.
So you mean
werebear.
literally
Wait,
turn
hold
us?
on.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says.
We could have a vampire werebear.
Don't let them turn you. I've seen what they've been creating.
Are you turned? Did they bite you? Because I can like cure that. You know.
No, they wanted to keep me normal.
Are they just creating a harem of hot vampire girls? To be honest with me.
I'm in.
I
I'm
gotta say, I
turned.
did not wake up and
That's it.
expect to hear that sentence.
Yeah.
No. They
Are they making a harem of hot vampire guys?
Well, Valeria
yeah.
is a little bit into. She's definitely more into the men.
She's a freak.
Are we gonna have to deal with a fucking horde of vampire
A horde of vampire whores.
Watch out for her. Well, her and her right-hand man. He's nasty, and don't let his looks fool you. He may not be that big or buff like me, but he is. But he's strong and fast.
Is he nasty or is his right hand nasty?
Uh-huh. I'm not asking that, by the way.
Okay, and then,
yeah.
and then he cuts off the call. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, okay. I mean, I guess if he doesn't want anything to do with it, then I'm not. That's what am I going to do? So, cool. Yep. Well, it was good talking to you. I guess we're gonna not deal with that, and we're not gonna go there and get recruited. That then nothing will change our mind about that, right, you guys? Okay, bye.
I mean, honestly, after the last couple of battles and stuff, I've been kind of like craving Mexican food. You guys want to just like go south?
Mexican food?
Yeah, like
Is there a cultural analog to Mexico in this world? I feel like the Dragon Isles are more like Aztec.
my idea was like the lizard men.
I mean, you know, they have like, I mean, stuff like tacos, I believe, are older than even like sandwiches. They're like a really old food type, you know.
Yeah, well, I think the whole idea behind it, like a taco is just like it's mystery meat with like.
Was that the idea?
you know-
Like, I know how we
know.
can serve this human.
So, alright, so you guys are hanging out here, and yeah, so you find out Rook is like apparently escaped already.
Yeah. I mean, that was the only reason I was gonna go.
Okay, so here's like a crazy sequence of events. So we have teleport circle, right? Which is like people we know or are acquainted with can go to a certain place and they can teleport to another place.
You have to know a circle, like it's
Yeah,
like
you gotta know the sigil sequence.
yeah.
So you can't be like far away and teleport someone to a circle you're at.
No, you can't bring people.
No,
to
they have to
you.
cast it, yeah.
You have to be with them already.
But yeah, I see where you're going. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. In fact, I don't think you can, you couldn't do that with normal teleport
No,
either.
yeah, it's only you
Yeah, you
and the people
teleport, you have
around
to be
you
there.
going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Layla!
Okay, so here's an idea. Can we set up a circle somewhere?
Yeah, but it
And
takes
then
If you have a lot of money,
it takes like
yeah.
a year to set up.
Well, fuck. That doesn't
Like that isn't that you could do. You could do it in your flying castle, but it takes like a year.
Lauren!
Yep.
Well, like, I think that's a good idea, but it's not applicable for what's going on right now. Like, literally what I would like to do is I would like to go into wherever Rook is being held up.
Oh, he's not being
Stealth
It's in the little
He's
woods.
not anymore. He said he escaped. Maybe I should have pried a little bit, because vampires can, make you their spawn and turn your mind, but whatever.
I changed my mind. I think Rook should die alone in the wilderness. And I don't think we should help him at all.
Well, he was raised by orcs in the wilderness. I
Yeah.
think he probably can handle himself.
Can he handle stuff after being imprisoned for months on end and having
He had
muscle
crispy
fiber?
squirrel bits.
Yeah, it's
So-
crispy squirrels, you know. So, while you guys are... What?
I just want to help my friend, and now I feel like I've been incentivized to just not help.
My friend helped himself? What a bitch.
Let's put him in danger so we can rescue him.
Yeah. True. I mean, I get where you're coming from, Talvo. I get it.
I'll go back to my bedroom and just fuck my gay boyfriend for the next 2 weeks. Like that's very easy, very fine. It can happen. The drop of a dime.
Okay. I like to think that Talvo in character is like, yeah, like I just wanted to help, and now Rook's like, I don't need help, and yeah.
Aya, come on, we're going to the bedroom.
I imagine that.
Fuck it. Aya puts on the wizard hat and robe.
As Talvo is like getting more frustrated, Riley, small Riley, no, not small, Big Riley, sorry, Big Riley walks by outside. No, yeah, Big Riley Jr. Yeah, true. Big Riley Jr. walks outside the like war room, meeting room, or whatever that you guys are in, and he stops. He's like, "Oh, Talvo, you got a haircut. It looks nice." And he keeps walking.
That sounds like a gold star.
You got a haircut? Wow, that does look...
Talvo's jaw drops.
Wait a minute.
Like as Riley walks down the hallway, he's just like silently like points at him as he walks. He's like, "This motherfucker, I spent 200 gold on this."
Your hair was longer?
I'm gonna get panache. Helios.
Wait, did you say 200 gold?
Do it. I can't roll, so someone has to roll for me. But
I don't even know what the roll. What is it?
I think it's a contested charisma check. Let me look.
yeah, Poetry, can you roll for me?
Yeah. Okay.
I can't see what they are either, so you can just make shit up.
I rolled a lat 1 for Helios, but it's still a 16 because he's got a million.
It might be wrong. It might be wrong. Let me just look at the.
Poetry, you're never rolling for me again. I swear to God.
Okay, it's my charisma contested against his wisdom.
Okay, so it would just
Oh
be...
God,
okay,
I'm
it would
done.
Be
just
this, then.
I'm gonna choose to fail.
Oh yeah, it's a 9.
He's just gonna look at me and I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, yeah. What is the purpose of this panache? You're trying to glare him into submission. Yeah. You just give Helios.
I thought that was reserved for Aya, but all right.
You glare at Helios with the you're dead. He's like, you're dead if you don't give me a compliment. And
Can I blow him a kiss back?
You can blow me a kiss back, but I'm gonna hold up this very meticulous notebook of what you have done in combat and what I have done, and it's gonna be very.
Who killed Casaria?
There's gonna be a lot of smiley faces.
Actually,
there's gonna be a lot of smiley faces where like Helios did something good, but then there's also gonna be angry cat faces where Talvo did something really good, and it's an angry kitty.
All right.
I think we need more sound effects by you in the.
So, alright, well, so you guys need to make a plan now where you actually need to go. You have the next day is the day of the full moon, so you gotta figure out how you're gonna handle that.
I forget where we're gonna go north to the section up there. And teleport north, work our way down.
We're gonna go to the up here.
We need to deal with Bree's werebear shit.
That's what I'm saying. So we get halfway there, and then we do that.
Okay.
I don't understand. Why don't we should just find a bandit camp or a slaver caravan and just drop Bree in the middle.
Airdrop.
Yeah. Orbital
bombardment. But what if she maintains composure and all we've done is just trauma shock her?
Well, Bree, I think Bree would probably be okay with killing slavers, considering our past endeavors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the great idea would be just. So, did we do the catacombs in Kerbok City, or was that in?
It was in Taisha.
Because it was the idea that we just lock Bree in the catacombs and come back in 12 hours. Just
Meanwhile, Bree has just been sitting here lost in thought while you guys have been doing this. Does Bree have anything to say?
No, not really. Well, I'm just like thinking
really-
about this as well, about what to do.
Okay.
I would like to volunteer. Can I take a 12-hour magic carpet ride with Bree, hundreds of feet in the air? And if she attacks me and falls off, then, like, good luck to her. We'll resurrect her later. If she tries to knock me off, I just spider web underneath the magic carpet and I'm fine. And then I just dupe her into...
You could try that. Yeah, that seems. You're welcome.
Orbital bombardment.
You're welcome to try.
Oh, wait, well, hold on. Helios can just cast Levitate on Bree while Bree's in human form, and then levitate her off the edge of the castle. And then if Bree goes werebear mode, he just drops concentration. Then no one's in danger. Except Bree, of course.
Except Bree,
Yeah,
yeah.
and whoever's below the castle.
Well, we'll ideally be in the middle of nowhere.
God, how
Yeah,
do
this
I
is-
find her after this?
So you have one. This is like the evening before you gotta figure this out because you have a whole day left after this. But you just gotta make a plan.
I feel like that's a good plan, the one that I just had. I mean, of course, I came up with it. How could it be a bad plan? But I do think it was good. And of course, Bree's just gonna pass the save anyway, so who even cares?
Well, I have, like, cool new armor now. I have an AC of 20. Like, maybe I can just...
Take on a werebear? Oh, yeah.
Fight the bear.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, based on last time, you might be able to, because it was just a claw attack, I think.
Well, okay, so ideally, this would happen in some place where I could just run away. On a magic flying carpet, I have a limited movement. But in the same token, I could just,
But also, if Bree isn't able to control
I
it...
could re-utter the magic carpet's, like, magic word, and
Yeah.
there's no longer a magic carpet.
It's just a carpet. But I think okay. So if Bree fails the save, I think Bree needs to stay conscious and not dead. Because how do you learn from your mistakes if we just stab you in the face? Or drop you off the edge of a castle.
Yeah. I don't know how much Bree would learn if she just gets dropped, orbital bombarded into the earth, and then
Learn about
dies.
physics really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. According to everything that I've seen, it seems like I can learn to control this. So I guess it's just sort of throw me somewhere, and then I can fight it and
That's what I'm saying.
not be near
That's
people.
Go to your room and think about what
Yeah.
you've done. Or will do.
Yeah, think about what you could possibly do.
I think we should fake,
Think about your vision.
we should fake a dinner party with townsperson that we like to leave his house.
The Shadow Querbach. You just go to the warehouse he was at and put Bree in
Here's
there.
our guy. Bree's here to do a wear.
As you guys are talking about this, Aya, who's standing next to you, Talvo, is like, well, you have your friend Rook there, who I haven't met. If he seems he's fine now, so there's no real urgent need to go to Rolugur, but you could just drop Bree there.
Yeah, vampire werebear. I like the way you think.
I would grab Aya by the shoulders. You didn't see this man fucking kill a giant wolf.
Exactly, so imagine, like,
Last time I talked to him, he was really mad at me for being like a little mean to like a little like sapling guy. So like,
I was like, wait, what do you mean? Why are you being a little sapling guy?
Jeffrey fucked with us first, so we tried to help him.
What?
We didn't
We
kill
weren't.
his
What
parents.
happened? What happened to Jeffrey?
You killed his family, remember? And then
Well, I know that. Well, okay, but they attacked us. But what did we do to Jeffrey afterwards? I thought Jeffrey.
I would take my hands off of Aya's shoulders and put one hand back on, like, sweetheart, do you speak tree?
I was like, maybe we should talk about this later, because this seems like you still have some emotional build-up about this.
That seems like an emotional dodge on the fact that you do not speak tree. And you know what? I don't speak tree either. So maybe there was a slight misinformation, and maybe I tried to feed the baby tree some dirt and eggs. So I thought that was like a reasonable breakfast. And you know what?
Mistreatment.
Oh my god.
Bree, you would know, because this was before you joined the group, Bree, but you would know that, like, if it's a tree person, offering them eggs is like a cultural insult.
Eggs coated.
He's like, who said
How?
you can't eat an egg?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I offer
It's
you
not-
pure glucose.
It's not kosher. It's not kosher.
True.
It's tree kosher. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, Waffle brings a good point. You did kill his whole family. And then he just, didn't you also like try to feed him some of his like the corpse of his like
That one wasn't me.
I didn't do that. I bet Talvo might have.
Anyways.
I mean, if the role had succeeded, we would have buttoned that up very easily.
So, you guys, the discussion seems to be derailing a little bit in this meeting room.
I want to go back to Gabagard. You know, they see the castle in the sky in the walls, and they're like, "Oh fuck, not again."
We have the hat now, so
We do it. No, not Austergard. We go there too, and then we could turn that into a keep. But how do you attract a population? But Gabagard has a population, and probably pretty shaky rulership. So if they've reestablished the slave trade, maybe we do a little bit of permanent. What's it called? I was gonna say abstinence. That's not it. Abolition.
We could return under threat of the purple worm once again.
Well, yeah, I mean, the purple. It's the mountain range, so I mean, a purple worm probably does exist around there.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll up with that, and then we just go shit the worm, and then
Yeah, the dune sandworm.
One of us did surf ride him, right? Like, am I crazy?
I forget who did.
Yeah. My first name
it wasn't me.
would be Bree, but
What? Yeah. So what's the play?
Right.
okay. So I think
it's been several hours. Bree is now closer to turning to a werebear, and we've just been talking about worms.
Well, that's tomorrow. So we're
Yeah,
chilling.
you have a whole 24
Okay.
hours till that point.
Okay, I thought it was like tonight.
No.
Like the moon's
Yeah.
rising, and we're getting like Bree's getting like stressed out, and we're just here chatting.
You know, it's one night before the full moon, though, so Bree probably just feels the
Okay.
draw, the urge.
Start finding some berries.
Anyway,
Doesn't one of you guys have like, what's it called, like tiny hut? Like, can't you just like?
Lemon's
can't
tiny
we-
hut.
We
that was
thought about
lovely.
it. We thought about it, but we didn't.
Yeah, I could
Can we
force
just-
cage Bree actually, and then she would learn.
Oh. Well, once you're out of the force cage, when you learn to be a good bear.
Let me check. Oh no, I can't. You can, Helios, which means you can't because you don't have.
Did I
a
learn
gun.
force cage?
Yeah, no.
I thought I
you
learned
should
something
have.
else.
Force cage is a very good spell. Anyway, though, so never
mean-
mind.
You guys could just slow and hypnotic pattern her.
We can't mess
Yeah,
with her
I thought-
brain. But okay, so hold on. This is a talk for tomorrow. Because Rook is no longer in imminent danger, apparently, to the best of our knowledge, I think we stay in Korbach City until all of our stuff is done, and by that I mean so another, 2 days. And we just, we go outside the city like maybe an hour or two
Okay.
to deal with Bree, and then come back after.
Yeah, you could just take the castle and go out over a chunk of forest or something.
Yeah, that's the
I
idea.
mean,
We can
if you
turn this
guys,
into our beach episode and have Bree just like run down the beach as a bear.
there's that.
Bring in your dog and let them go.
If you guys like have no good like crowd control, I could just panache her and then just run at 90 feet every 6 seconds and see if
Well-
she can catch up.
That just gives them disadvantage on attacking other people. It's not like
Yeah.
a magical taunt spell that compels them to attack you. And even if it did, they can still attack other people. It's just they have to make a wisdom save.
Okay, so like lightly stab them with the arrows. So there's like 1 point and then run.
Yeah.
Well, I do have 60 plus 2 arrows now.
I think this is a really simple matter, I'm gonna be honest. I think we just drop her in the forest and...
Yeah, but it's way funnier to overcomplicate it.
Okay, so here's how far I agree. I think we should drop her in the forest. We should drop her in the forest, and I should taunt her into chasing me, and then just to run for 12 hours until the moon goes down.
But why? When you can just be on the castle instead? You don't need to do the chasing.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary.
Well,
Run.
It's
A,
good
I
workout.
run faster than she does, and
So you
B,
can flex on her.
maybe you haven't considered that like there is an ecosystem in place, and disrupting the ecosystem
Okay.
could like disrupt. You know, you add one too many apex predators, and they gobble up too many of the little dumbass like rabbits, and all of a sudden the whole ecosystem's like ran out of whack. You know, maybe some of us care about making sure this world perpetuates properly after we left.
Okay. Alright.
How much
Well-
damage could it be?
No other planes are accessible except for little demi-planes from here.
We could etherealness and make like an ethereal bear.
Etherealness does work. The ethereal plane does exist. Because it's like a parallel one to the normal plane.
There we go. So then Bree can like learn and study, and then we just don't see the effects of it.
We could just trust in my dexterity. That could Turo her into like a bag of holding. Like, oh, Bree, come here! Whoop! Owned. Have fun with.
What
Wow,
does
short
Bree
swords.
say? Does Bree have a preference?
I was gonna ask about Move Earth,
Mhm.
because it says how you can say every 10 minutes you can affect a new area.
Yeah.
Or could I, like, for the whole 2 hours, could I continuously keep digging a hole? So it's like, it could be a really, really deep hole.
You can't go outside of that area, I believe. Oh wait, no, hold on. You can choose a new area. No, yeah, you can. Yeah, you could
So I
dig
can
very
affect
deep.
going downwards.
You could just dig a deep pit. Yeah.
We could just chain Bree up. You could just choose to fail every roll.
Just chain Bree up and just let her go like, "Rah!" like just...
Well, surely we have some sort of spell or something to give her like a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Either way, I think your characters at this point have just like been discussing some ideas.
Several
That's,
hours.
yeah, that at this point your characters are just gonna like you just be like, you know, fuck it, we're gonna talk about this in the morning.
Well, if I
I'm going
work
to bed.
tonight, if I work for like 4 hours tonight, I could make a 480-foot hole.
Jesus, okay. Do you want to do that?
Bear hole.
Possibly.
Okay, I mean
Bear
you could just
pit,
take
bear
matters.
pit.
How
You could just take matters
how tall was I last time when I was a bear?
like over 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Talvo and Aya like gave their opinions on the matter, much like Talvo did with like the the cards, the tarot cards. And he's like, okay, well, you know what? This is my opinion. No one's listening. I'm gonna fuck off. And Talvo and I are gonna go cruise for like cute elf girls in the bars.
Okay, sounds good.
That sounds like a good night.
I guess Adau and Helios are just doing their own thing as well.
I'm doing cult things. I mean, religious order things.
Yeah, okay. Well, is Helios doing performances, I'm assuming?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, so I guess the immediate thing...
night.
The thing you were going to do, which was going to be go up towards Rologur, you're like, oh, we don't really need to do that right away. So it sounds like the plan is you're going to hang around in the city a little longer. It's just the whole Bree thing. Bree, however, Bree could take matters into her own hands and just decide on a course of action this night, which is, 24 hours before.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much I'd learn from being inside a 480-foot hole. I don't know if I should, just go to the woods and just learn there, or
Okay.
sit in a giant hole.
Do you
Well,
think
actually,
there's
what's Bill?
anything? Do you think there's anything you could learn from a very black cat standing at the edge of the hole, just watching you the whole time? Just a silent judgment that you have no indication of, but they're just there, looking at you, what the
That's going to be
hell?
like a 400-foot deep hole.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
Bree...
cats don't see by vision; they're more motion based, and digging into very vision.
Well, that's still vision.
So Bree, this night before, you can prepare any way you'd like, or you could just think about it in the morning.
I'd like... Well, Bill should be around.
Yeah,
Can I
Bill's-
ask him about this?
Bill,
Yeah,
he's
so I'll
like,
say,
yeah, I mean, you just gotta... I would recommend going out in the woods, yeah.
Okay.
I know I heard your friends arguing, saying a bunch of silly ideas, but yeah, you just gotta go in the woods, you'll be fine.
What does fine mean?
Probably you'll be fine.
Right.
Sure.
You know what you should do? You should take those
Okay.
cards with you. It'll be the perfect test of your will. See, if you
We're done,
lose
we're done.
control, your
It's
urges will overcome you, and you'll draw the cards as a bear. But if
What
you...
if I draw them as a human?
What do you mean?
What if I draw them as a human beforehand?
Well, you want to do that?
Yeah, I could.
He's like, I mean, our whole training here is about how you gotta resist your temptation.
Right.
I would like to instruct my cat. If he sees it, if he sees Bree going to flip a card, flip the other one first. Just bad at it.
I don't think the cat can do that. I don't know.
What?
But
It doesn't have
if the cat
thumbs.
goes out to flip the card, does that count as intent? Flip it over?
I don't think the cat is really that smart. It's smart enough that it can kind of have basic orders, but I don't know if it can really, flip a card with intent.
Can we
Near the edge of the
look at-
table, and it will.
I mean, I look at the rules for Call Familiar. I could be very wrong. It's like super prime.
Yeah, it just gets the stats of that beast. So it has the intelligence of a cat. It just can also obey commands. I can't even attack, by the way, in combat.
They can flip card off table.
You can also, by the way, as an action, you can poof it into a pocket dimension. So you just poof it out of existence and then poof it back into existence.
No, I can communicate it. I can communicate with it telepathically within 100 feet.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's it doesn't get your intelligence, right?
Yeah, but I can also give it an order. It's hey, if you see this dipshit Bree, reach for one card.
Okay.
Flip the
Alright,
other
do
one.
you remember that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where Rocket is trying to get baby Groot to understand that you got to hit the buttons in this sequence, because if you do it out of sequence, it will blow us all up.
I'm sorry, are Baby Groot and Rocket telepathic?
No, but like...
No? Okay, well, that seems like...
Alright, well, the
seems
cat can watch and warn you, but it can't really necessarily, like, draw a card, just, like, at any time, you know?
He's not... okay, it's not like the cat is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Doing, where he stands up straight back. I draw!
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I walk over and knock this.
Okay,
He,
sure.
like, he just hits it with his paw.
She'll be watching it, yeah.
Okay, well, it's a boy cat, but, you know.
I thought it was a girl cat. It was Roxy.
Okay. No, I get it.
But you literally said she's a bitch earlier. So Bree, what are you gonna do, Britsha?
Well, I was gonna ask, because we found out that one is good and one is bad, and that was through DM Insight, so we know that's like 100% true then. That
Yeah.
one of them is good, one's bad. Okay. The cards aren't connected to like this that's going on. It's just that he's trying to make me use it for me to control my bear thing.
I mean, if you ask Bill that,
Yeah, is this connected, or are you just
he's like,
connecting
yeah,
in yourself?
he's like, hey man, it's all connected.
I feel like Kitty would just flip the card while we were waiting.
Yeah, while we're in this conversation, we're
The
gonna walk
cat
over.
flips the card, nothing happens.
I'm gonna take the ring of Find Familiar off and just like throw out the card. This is bullshit! I got fed a bunk ring! This fucker don't do anything!
Wait, the cat's not. It's not like a, you know. You can't use it like that, like, you know.
I'm a rogue! I don't know how this is supposed to work. I just see everyone else at the party do magic and I assume it always works.
The cat looks at you like,
Can I bribe Riley to take one of the cards and flip it?
I mean, I'll do it. And I know what I'm getting into. They don't.
Yeah,
You're gonna make
no,
some
no,
poor
no.
unsuspecting halfling. And he pulls fucking ruin. No. What's the worst possible one he could pull? He just disappears. His soul is sucked away to a
That's what
phylactery
happens to you.
somewhere.
technically, when that happens, by the way, the body stays, but it's comatose.
Yeah. Would you do that to poor Riley?
I could trick Riley into a duel.
A duel?
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, if you trick him into it, I think that, like, if the deck has kind of got its own sentient, it's not going to be like, oh, well, he lost a duel, he's compelled. He has to want to do it, I think.
No, the idea is like he wants to draw the card in front of him, but he has a real, actual, factual card, and I have like a crayon drawing I drew before breakfast. Like I presented to him like we're both drawing like a tarot card, but he only has the real one, and I'm just like,
Oh, that'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
I would say that Talvo had that idea independent of Adau.
Yeah, I mean, I'm putting it out there. I'll just do it. I mean, you know, that party wealth is not mine.
No,
You know,
I see.
how the
I'm
winds of magic
seeking out-
interpret that is fine, but you know, if we
It's-
get ruined, then
It's been a good minute since Talvo fucked with Riley.
okay,
So I think I would like seek him out
okay.
and butter him up. Like, oh, dude, that last performance. Are you learning from Helios? Like, that was some pretty smooth loot movement, man. Like, you're getting pretty good at like changing threats and stuff.
Yeah, doesn't Helios play a lyre?
No, he plays a viol.
Violin.
Viol, that's
Both
it.
pretend guitars. They're both pretend guitars.
Riley is like, he scoffs. He's like, I
Three
wouldn't.
of those syllables is like beats.
Riley is like, I don't need Helios' training anymore.
Do I hear that?
And then he looks around, making sure Helios didn't hear that.
Did I hear that? Where am I?
You roll perception. If you get above a 20, then you heard it.
You have to roll for
Oh
me.
shit, that's right. Yeah, I gotta roll for you. Yeah, let's see. We're gonna roll a perception for you. Oh god, you have high perception.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's go.
you do hear it.
He has to take 10 off his saving throw for whatever he's doing.
Okay, you're like, hey, fucker! And then he's like, oh shit. He's like, anyways, what's up? What's up, Talvo? I appreciate the compliment, you know.
I mean, that's cool and all, but do you think you can? Do you think you can compete with my dueling banjo?
I mean, probably, yeah. No offense, you don't really seem like the musical type to me.
Okay, hold on. This is the warm up.
Okay. Not bad.
This is me just freehanding off a banjo. I grabbed off some random, like scrub.
Okay. You just like grab a banjo and he will whip it out. He whips out his lute or lyre, whatever he plays, and just starts playing along. He got on that one, bruh. And he's so like
Riley
stunned by you just going into this that he like goes like and he like breaks one of the strings, like it snaps.
Shouldn't you be able to like hit more strings with that rat tail?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean you should be able to do shit like this. Oh fuck!
And then you like put all your strength into it and go bang, and then the neck of the banjo snaps. It goes bang. And there's like a little crowd is gathered around to see what's going on, and you hear some laughs about both of you. You're both kind of getting laughed at.
It's me. I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Riley's like, hey, maybe this wasn't the best idea to do impromptu. But we can set up a time for like a little, performance. Duet, dual performance. Anyways, I'm about to head to bed, so, head to bed if you catch my drift.
I would like.
Why would
to,
you tell us that?
I'm still in earshot, buddy.
I would like to stealth and then show up behind him, full hand grab him on both ass cheeks, and be like, "I'm ready whenever, brother."
He's like, I don't really roll that way, man. Yeah, you sneak up behind him, you do this. It's like, ooh, I'm not really interested. Tell him I'm sorry.
Good.
He just
Although I will not tolerate workplace harassment.
I'm telling HR. Wait.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Wait. I gave this guy a gold star and stole his bed, but now.
Does you think that
This is
entitles
where
you
we
to
draw the
sex? I gotta call the ethics committee.
I don't think it
Hello,
entitles me to
Adau.
sex. It doesn't entitle me to sex. It entitles me to discomfort, which is the end goal.
so nice. So what's the plan? Is anyone else doing anything?
No anymore.
I'm sitting here waiting for someone to decide whether or not I'm drawing the cards.
Bree
I
wants
mean,
you to do that.
I'm afraid.
My cat wanted to draw the card, so.
Bree, as you're sitting here, Bree, you're in your room, like thinking about this again, and the words of the little old lady come to mind of her saying, if you accept, or, you know, if you take this on, you must accept the good with the bad. And this echoes through your mind.
Holy shit, are you okay?
Did you just step on the cat?
She might have been behind the door or something.
Oh, did you open the door? Yeah, probably. Well. Rip.
And then your two little rats, Bree. Funkus is like, he's like, he's like, and then Blunkus is like, no. Because Funkus is the one who had the vision about the cheese vault.
Yeah.
And also the vision about him getting roasted alive. Well, not really alive, but you know.
He also has a halo above his head, and Lunkus has the devil horns.
Yeah. But then you have Bill, who's like, yeah, you gotta resist the temptation, man.
Man.
Either way,
Yo, these cards ain't shit.
nightfall comes,
Disappears.
and you guys will sleep through the night to the day of the full moon, where beyond, you know, just kind of hanging out in the city, you have this day to prepare for Bree's turning.
What if I draw them tonight?
You mean like when you're turning into a bear?
No, now. Like this night beforehand.
Would you want
Yeah.
to?
Brooks, don't let them turn was like a hidden thing, like he knows about Bree, and it's like, don't let her turn into a bear.
I think Bree should just turn into an owl and fuck off as far into the wilderness as possible.
It's not option.
And we'll just find her later.
Bree is definitely the night before the day of the full moon. Bree is definitely going to bed with this temptation in her mind. I would say, Britsha, that Bree, you know, she can't sleep very well. And part of that is because it's almost a full moon already. So all of her temptations are stronger. If anything,
I would like to see...
she feels kind of invincible, like nothing can hurt me because I have these powers given to me.
Oh shit! I would like to see which party member Bree would come to for solace. But if she's invincible, then she's gonna run out and beat up everybody she can see.
So it's up to you, Britsha, if you think Bree would take the leap of faith or not, or if she's going to resist the temptation.
Does this feel different to like when I became a bear that first time? Because when I became a bear that time, I wasn't like that strong. But do I feel like stronger now? And
you definitely do. Yeah, because when that happened the first time, that was at the new moon, not the full moon. Like that was when it's at its weakest, and also that was your first time that was just in the moment it happened. So this time you feel like man, when this one happens, you're going to be unstoppable. But I imagine that Bree is kind of like, again, can't sleep very well, and finds herself wandering around the castle. She goes to get like a glass of water, goes and maybe hangs out up on the rooftop of the keep, looking out over Kurbok City below. Then goes back down, just gonna try to go back to bed. And then you pass by the meeting room, and the door's open, and you look inside, and the cards are there in their little case. on a shelf. It would be so easy to just go over and draw them.
It would. But, yeah, Bree has been thinking about this a lot, and, I think the main thing is because I still have no idea what the cards can do, so, like, the thing that she worries about is that the main thing she would care about is that there's nothing that would affect, like, her abilities, like, with magic and, like, with being able to, like, handle animals and all that. So she would now want to learn more to be able to find out, like, is there a way I can learn, like, what all the different tarot cards do and something like that. So I think she's now getting rid of the idea again.
Okay.
Because, especially, like, with what the woman said about how I need to accept the good with the bad. So, like, she's thinking, oh, I could get, like, lots of wealth, but at the same time I'm going to, like, lose some ability. And so she's now more cautious about it after hearing what the old woman had to say.
Okay.
And wants to learn more.
Okay.
So she resists the temptation. She does think about it, she, like, hovers over it and, like, looks at them, but doesn't, like, have the intention to draw. And then, like, puts them back down and walks away.
Okay. Yeah.
Adau is gung-ho and does not give a shit about any of that.
And so Bree goes... Bree
We can
goes
draw
to
them.
bed.
Maybe, how about we both draw one, so one of us gets only bad and one of us gets only good?
Yeah.
No, I think whoever draws should draw both. I agree with that.
Will you draw them then?
I will. If no one else wants to draw them. And,
I am not. I know my luck ain't good, and I'm doing it.
Okay, and yeah, Talvo already said he was going to try to trick Riley, so I guess he doesn't want to.
Yeah, so
I mean-
I'm fine with you doing it.
I'll fucking do it if you need me to.
No, I will do it before you.
Dexterity check.
I like well you guys are all I like to think this is just at night, like you guys are all thinking like maybe I should do it, maybe I should do it.
Yeah, we're all staring at the box.
Throughout the night.
What if that means that I should walk up and grab them?
I think we should all do a shot of Dwarven Fire Whiskey, and then
I like this.
do a dexterity check afterwards.
You mean a con save?
Yeah.
I like to think that
Horrible alcohol,
I like to think that as Bree was leaving the room, Talvo is about to walk in because he was curious, and so was Adau from the other way. So you guys all three, you guys all three
That's even you here.
Hey, what are you doing
It's
here,
like
man? What's
3 in the
going on?
morning, and you guys are just chilling out here in your pajamas.
I'm not in my pajamas.
I'd be in my pajamas because I'm not metagaming. Not that you are, but I was gonna say, but one of them might be an avatar of death. But no, I can't. That's fucking stupid.
No, Talvo just sleeps naked. So, it's for
Fair enough.
everyone's best interest.
So wait a minute. So when I was sleeping and then you were standing above me, hold on.
Mother,
So anyway,
how am I owned by the fire whiskey every time?
Right?
Well, so
I don't
wait,
think
how
they-
is-
I don't lose
actually
every-
So how are you actually going to bring up this fire whiskey? You're just going to be like, you just all meet in the hall, you lock eyes, and you're like, fire whiskey.
No, I think we talked about this like we were, and then Talvo's like, I know what can make this decision making easier: alcohol.
God.
Is Bree with them too, or is Bree just already made up
Yeah,
her
Bree would
mind?
be there.
So Bree is
Well, Bree's there and then listening to this.
okay.
This isn't the first time we've done this. We've had this catch-all happen several times. Talvo loses every time, which I feel like it's probably in the party's best interest. So that's why most people are kind of let's just let Drunky do his shot and pass out.
So you literally just
Yeah.
go in the study. You have a bottle of Dwarven Fire Whiskey in here, so you're all ready for special occasions. So you're just you and Adau lock eyes. And you're like, we're doing this. We're drinking. And so Bree's just watching, what the fuck are they doing? Because it's
I swig from the bottle this time.
I don't even think it was. I don't even think I said anything to him. I think we've done this enough times.
We just
I
know.
walk in. Yeah, I walk in. I slam the bottle on the table. Everyone sees why it's like very thick, like glass in proportions. Like, okay, this is a Dwarven Fire whiskey. We've done this 5 times now. It's never turned out great, but you know.
Okay.
6 times the chart.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
that's the
Like,
thing. Yeah.
A dice has 6 sides. You know, one of them is good.
All right. And
That's a hell of a
so
mistake.
yeah. Honestly, though, I will say I actually want all 3 of you there, Bree and Adau and Talvo, to roll me an insight check.
I get advantage.
Oh, boy.
While you're doing
My
this,
God.
I grab a
How do you upstage me with a 27?
So it's actually Bree's mind is a little bit clouded by just like her conflicting emotions, and she's got a lot going on, right? But then Talvo and Adau, as you're both downing like a shot or a gulp of the fire whiskey, you both have a moment of clarity before it even hits your like stomach. You have a moment of clarity, and you realize like we're being influenced by these cards. They have a will of their own, like the one true ring in Lord of the Rings. It's like you realize like it's not just your own curiosity, but there's like definitely something not necessarily nefarious, but like the flow of magic itself is trying to draw people to draw the cards. It's trying to pull you into them.
So I imagine. Go ahead. Sorry.
And then the fire whiskey hits, and Talvo, you're like, whoa! And you immediately hurl. Like,
peak.
Adau, on the other hand, you take it well.
Yes, the only time I've ever done that. Thankfully.
How is 30 an immediate hurl?
That's
No,
inside. That's not your con save.
That was the con was a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the insight was about you realizing that there's magic here at play.
No, it's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I realized this. I was gonna say I imagined Talvo and I lock eyes, and I remembered he got a 4. So I lock eyes with the wall, and I'm like, well, that's crazy. And I go back to draw the card.
What? So you're gonna go draw the cards?
Yeah, I know
also,
one of them's good and one of them's bad, and I'm rolling with the punches.
I'm also like in the same boat. Like, so the alcohol, the very powerful, it did not like bolster my good decision making. It bolstered the brain. It's like, oh, like just do it, fuck it.
The lizard
What's
brain,
gonna
the id.
Yeah.
So you both like lunge forward at the cards. Are you both intending to draw both? Like, are you gonna fight over it, or?
I'm gonna draw whatever Adau isn't. Like,
Okay.
my brain is like, I feel in my brain. So like, I did the Dwarven fire shot, lost, and just am instantly hungover, and now I'm just gonna grab this card. Like, fucking.
Does Bree try to stop them, or just Bree just watching? Like, what the fuck?
Bree just like has her hands like on her head, like she has no idea like what to do. And,
Like, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck, oh god.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Talvo said I'll draw whatever I don't, and I was, what I was planning to draw.
You
Both.
I think we're gonna say we're gonna have you guys roll a. We're gonna see if, since Adau wasn't hit with the physiological response, Adau is gonna go forward trying to get both, and he has the kind of the lead here as he lunges forward. But Talvo, if you can roll a sleight of hand check and get over a 25, then you can get one of them. Oh, I think you're muted. Nate,
Funny, I'm gonna know about the reactions of people.
You say link TSM?
This might have come unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No. Okay.
Yeah, we're
There you
good.
go.
That might be a little rough, but let's see.
Okay.
shoot an arrow at the card, like
So
pin it
that's
against
a
the wall,
difficult
so like
slide.
an action sequence.
That'd be
It's
funny.
a difficult sleight of hand check, but if you make it 25 or higher,
How would that work with how like we both intend to draw? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't
Just-
matter.
okay. So yeah, unfortunately,
Oh, I got a higher
Talvo
bonus to that.
is just like thrown off by the dwarven fire whiskey hitting his stomach. He's like,
Can I
"Ugh."
inspire him?
Is it?
I
That's not
don't
possible.
think you're there. Yeah, also it still
Damn.
wouldn't matter.
I mean, if I wanted to get really stuck, I could like it with like a fuck.
A
what's this
master
called?
card?
No. It's not cutting action.
I don't think it would let you re-roll or add anything to it though. So, yeah, I think unfortunately.
I mean, reliable talent, and there's also elegant maneuver. Elegant maneuver would let me have advantage, but I think I have to clear it beforehand.
Okay. Yeah, and to be fair, this is just kind of a
Well,
spur of the moment thing where it's like you just like realize what's happening a little too late, and Adau already has his hand on the deck, and it's not even like it doesn't have to be an out loud declaration. It's just like
Yeah,
you
it's
just basically
very intense.
mentally are like, I'm pulling both. And as you do, you pull the first one up. Roll me a d2. We'll see which one comes first. Okay.
ooh,
As you pull up the card, everyone else can see it too. Well, Helios is, I think, not here. Helios is asleep in bed.
responsible
Like a
one.
little piglet sleeping in bed.
And a blanket!
In a pig in a blanket, yeah. Adau, you pull it up, and as you start pulling up, you see a silver glisten. And then you finish pulling it up, and there's a glowing, like it's a it's a very fancy looking card. It's magically imbued, and it is literally
Yeah.
glowing with a full moon. And as you
Hey, that's topical.
as you see
Oh.
the full moon,
The other one's a bear?
the moon starts to glow bright, and then it literally comes off of the page. Roll me a d3 real quick.
Does this
Does
make
it?
Britsha turn into a bear because it's the full moon that's visible?
No. I think full moon doubles your money.
And the moon splits into two half
Doubling money.
moons. It splits into two half moons that then go zoom onto your clothes as pins.
I am going to die.
No, in the form of pins. And they pin themselves into your clothes, whatever you're wearing. And you have these two pins, and you realize instantly what they are, Adau. You have two uses of the wish spell.
Holy
Oh
shit.
boy, yeah, holy fuck.
And then
Wow,
you're like,
alright.
wait a minute. That means the other card is bad.
Is bad. I should have drawn one.
And so you're kind of like hesitating, or you're like, okay, I don't want to pick up the other one, and it starts to pull itself
Just
up
goes,
on
yep,
its own.
yeah.
It just rises up, and the second one is a fiery inferno, and all of a sudden, the castle starts to shake a bit. And Helios, you're woken up wherever you're sleeping, and the castle just starts to shake. And all of a sudden, Adau, in your head telepathically, you hear a voice. And the voice says, I see you, slayer of my lover, Zilks. You will suffer, you who have slain he who brought me joy.
So,
And the
Is this
castle
the
How does-
Rainier?
and the castle shakes, and then it stops. And no one else heard that. You did alone.
Oh, do I recognize the voice?
how did the card like activate? Did it like rise up
Yeah.
and like be very like a spooky? Could I have tried to like dive on it with like a bag of holding and just yeet that shit to an alternate dimension?
You do. It doesn't change anything.
No.
So it goes into the bag and does not matter.
Just phases
Well,
through the
what
other
happened was
side of the
the
bag.
same thing happens, it was just a little muffled.
Well,
a
like,
signal line saying,
similar-
You hooked up my little...
It's similar to what happens with the moon. At the moment the moon card was actually activated, it became a normal tarot card. And presumably the same
Can you
thing
just-
happens with that one.
Can you just wish that the other card didn't get pulled?
I was thinking that. I mean, I have 2.
Like, does that work? I don't know how wish works. I just think you can do
So,
anything.
does this? So is wish subject to the same? Because if I use it to say not replicate another spell, there's a third chance that I can't cast it ever again, right? So does that count for this? If I do the first one as not a spell, does the second one have that limitation?
Let me look. If you...
Did you give the pin to somebody? Or are they like yours?
I'm really
I
mad
think we
that
Yeah,
the
okay.
half moon
Oh, here we go.
has become a better pin than the gold stepbrother.
Yeah, if you use it for anything other than duplicating another spell, then it there is a 33% chance that you wouldn't be able to use any more wishes, including the other one you have.
So do that one second.
So
Yeah. Well, it's a 33% chance. It's gotta be, I think I have a better use for it. I don't know if we're gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna sleep on it, but
He pulled this up and be like, man, I wish I could sleep really good tonight after this. And then one disappears.
regardless,
I wish I didn't say that. They're both gone.
a couple of people would like run, maybe Helios included, would like run up and be like, "What just happened?" And Helios, you
happened?
would see that the cards are there on the desk with face up.
Yeah, I see it. Talvo with a bag
Talvo
over
has
like
one.
the table, swarming. Adau like praising it like in the moonlight, and Bree just like looking terrified. So nothing's really new here. But do you just feel that earthquake, in the air? Like,
yeah, skyquake happens all the time.
oh yeah, of course, turbulence.
Yeah, true.
Also,
Okay, so this is
the
a-
GIF you're sending me has halfway loaded, and all I see is just the squinching cat eyes of the cat.
That's all. That's
Because
you.
of the
That's
internet.
you waking up. That's you getting up.
So, how does it work when you're within the slow spell? Are you just
it's
physical
saying-
action slowed? Or are you
Everything's slow.
are your
I am
thoughts slowed
mentally
too?
slowed.
Or do you just like think twice as fast during actions?
The slow
Wait a minute.
spell is that it's specifically just for those creatures.
Well, my question was like, can he sleep himself or not sleep, slow himself and just give him more time to think over his slumber?
No,
I don't have to. I don't have to use them instantly.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but like, what if you got to what if you got to think twice as long?
No, but you have to
about
be
what you're gonna do?
concentrating, and you can't concentrate while you're sleeping. So, also, it only
Well,
lasts a
maybe you
minute.
can.
It only lasts a minute, so you get like an extra minute of
Oh, okay.
thinking time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elves can't.
I mean, yeah, we just go into a meditative trance,
Yeah.
but still, you can't concentrate. during that.
Tantric sleep isn't the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for what's the sleep? What's the dreams where you can like control what's
Yeah,
going on?
Lucid?
dream.
Yeah. So okay, so elves can't lucid dream.
You can't be. You
Well,
can't.
they don't dream.
Yeah. Well, specifically, you can't be. You can't concentrate when you're in that state. No.
Well,
So.
good
Also,
luck with
it
that.
wouldn't really help that much because it lasts a
Yeah.
minute, and it takes a third level spell slot each time, so it'd be like very inefficient.
Isn't it? I thought it was an 8-hour spell. Am I thinking of like hypnotic pattern?
No, that's only a minute.
That
as
kind of
well.
must have not very long.
That'd be so
Oh,
funny
yeah,
if
no,
slow
save-
lasted 8
Save
hours.
that for like, when you wake up at like 3 in the morning, like holy fuck, I have a good idea. Save it for that. It's like you wake up and you're like, oh shit. Then you have more time to think about it, and then go
Don't
back
we
to
have-
sleep after the minute.
Don't we have some wild CC that acts for 8 hours other than
I
like
don't think so.
Gaius?
I don't think so.
Well, then
Can
maybe
you wish for the purple worm back?
maybe Adau goes to sleep on it, and I just spray his room with web.
I wish Jeffrey liked
I
this.
can't believe this.
So
I wish
you-
the web was gone.
So your characters go to bed, and Adau.
It kind of
You
leaves
have
it
no
open.
idea, Adau, who the voice was. By the way, you don't recognize the voice. It was slightly feminine sounding.
Yeah.
I wish I
mean,
knew the
gotta.
voice.
Yeah.
other than that.
Well, I have spells that can do that, so kind of.
Can you scry off a voice?
I could scry the person who contacted me, but it would
Like,
be,
they
it'd
literally,
be
yeah, just-
hard. It'd be a very hard roll.
Hey, missed connection. I want to scry
Yeah,
back to this
true.
person that contacted me in a vision.
Yeah.
Any leads sending stone me.
True. Yes. And any leads? Here's my teleportation sigil sequence.
Okay, so
Roxy will be following Adau and just observing.
okay, sounds good.
Brock.
So you guys will sleep through the night, and the next day, you got to make preparations for Bree. But hey, Bree, you no longer have the temptation of the cards, at the very least.
Yeah.
Does
But
Bree
there could
feel
be
more
more.
relieved
That was
or
only
disappointed, or what?
I still want to learn more about the cards because that's Bree's just interested in learning about things. So
Okay.
What if
she'd
you
want to
wish the
see if she
cards,
could find out.
wish the cards back to like where they were, and then we can
Yeah,
draw
wish we
two
had the deck
different
of
ones
cards.
again. And then we
Wish
can,
is powerful enough
wish,
to summon a deck of many things, so I could do that.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
It might end poorly, but and then I could also wish for a deck of many things that only has good cards, but that would have probably a ton of bad side effects because wish is finicky.
I wish for no bad side effects. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first wish. My second wish I can't use because I used the first wish and I rolled bad.
You could wish that Talvo does nothing but critical hits for the rest of the campaign.
You could wish that I did something good in camping battles.
I could wish that Helios was useful. I'm just kidding. That was me. I have a
Fine,
dragon
hold
soul
your own
in
dragons.
my shield. Yeah, right. I have a dragon soul in my shield that proves Helios is useful. So,
Wish
Helios,
Kasari was a good dragon. Wait, hold on.
So what's
What if we
your-
like?
what's
What
your
if we
plan
wish that
for
Kasari was
Bree?
like a good dragon, change their alignment, and then it can
well,
help us.
we
You
could
can
just
have a dragon
we could just,
friend.
true. We could. I could also, just wish for a certain, magical wall to be gone, maybe.
Also true. But that was in the
I
campaign
will.
early.
I will
so,
say you would already know that probably wouldn't work because similar to how the crystals in the flying castles are the
Oh,
equivalent.
it's like 10th level shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't really be affected by a 9th level spell, right?
Okay, then wish for yourself.
Well, I
just
could.
Like a
Or like
Wish
it might be
to know how
affected,
to
but
do
it
it.
probably wouldn't.
Think
just,
about it.
You're probably not going to be able to just like undo it or whatever, right? Like
Yeah. I could wish to know how to do it, how to undo it.
I wish I had a
But
book.
we already
about-
have a lead on that.
cast like a taunt on every big bad continent and make them come to us.
do a battle royale.
Yeah, just like,
Murder Blender 2.
Murder Blender 2 Battle Royale.
Oh god.
But like we're luring.
What
them
have you given us,
to
Put?
where
This is
we-
dangerous.
This is dangerous.
And you guys gave it to me. You know I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. I wish every invoice was filled automatically for the rest of time. Like,
You're just gonna wish for accounting shit to be like an order.
no, I think I can
Bree
think
would
of
have wished
some-
for money, and Talvo would have wished for like just to go really fast.
Yeah,
No. Permanent haste.
we do have enough money.
Haste,
I
haste
can-
with no side effects. Haste with
It
no
would-
like downside.
It would have been very racist against the dragon elves. This is what my wish would have been.
Oh god. So the day has come. While Adau was thinking about that, you are also. Is the day of Bree's big moment.
What if we wish that the moon was never full? It just skipped from like one side to the other. Then this would destroy the werewolf economy, but also you would.
I'm actually gonna do one better. What if we just wish the moon didn't exist and then
Well, then we
make
wouldn't
poetry,
have.
make
wouldn't have
poetry figure out?
oceans.
Yeah, exactly. Make poetry figure out what like the implications of not having. like,
I
a
wish the
tidal
entire
forest.
continent was upside down. Just flip the planet 180 degrees. Everything's the same, but you got to redo all your maps.
So I will repeat part of the. Here's part of the spell. you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. It gives a bunch of examples of stuff which are normally like. Here's the idea. Here's a couple of its suggestions. Right, you undo a single recent event by forcing a reroll of any roll. You grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a specific damage type. Right, those are like pretty powerful, but not like
emotional
crazy.
damage.
But so then it says you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of those examples. But then it says the DM has great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. The spell might simply fail, right, if you do something too big. The effect you desire might only be partly achieved, or you might suffer some unforeseen consequence as a result of how you worded the wish.
Alright, G-Man. Let's wish for the wall to go down, because then something funny could happen when it fails.
What if
2 walls!
What if the Citadel wasn't crumbled as a response of us dropping it to the ground?
Ooh.
Like, what do we do?
Then
Undo all the
We would
damage?
give it to
Korbak
Korbak.
would just have
Korbak
it,
would
yeah.
have it and be unstoppable. What if Korbak was shorter by like 3 feet? Like, what if he was like...
I wish Korbak was 1 inch shorter than me.
What if Korbak was a baby again? He's still like...
That would honestly, that would
What
probably,
if-
considering how powerful and influential Korbak is, that would probably just bring me back 500 years.
What if we wish
I
dementia?
killed
on
Korbak as a baby to prevent
Jesus.
World War K.
No, we give Korbak dementia, and then we hit him while he's like sunsetting.
No, it's so
You know?
chaotic evil.
Well, you know,
Anyway,
this is
I have some ideas, but none of
I have
those
an idea
are
for a
there.
campaign where the only spell is wished, and people just keep fucking up, just constantly doing shit.
so.
Oh, like
Just the very
Monkey's
odd parents.
Paw. Like Monkey's
Yeah.
Paw, the campaign. Yeah,
What
that's a good idea.
No, there's no downsides. It's just everybody's trying to wish for their own shit.
So while you guys are thinking about this, are
It's
you
actually a
gonna
good idea.
are you gonna move the castle out to the woods for Bree?
Oh
Can I
yeah.
ask a couple questions?
Yeah,
because
sure.
I have some ideas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking about transport via plan.
Okay.
And I realized it's a 6th level spell, so I could actually cast it twice in
Okay.
a day, since I could cast it at 7th level. So
Yeah.
so I could go somewhere and then come back.
It
via
has to be a place where you've seen a tree before.
Yeah. And then, like, I guess I could use, like, my wonder ability, like, of knowing the surrounding area. Like, could I think of an area that's, like, a very, like, I'm nowhere near any civilization, like, I'm just, like, on my own, mostly.
Yeah, there would be plenty of places that you traveled through. Like before you met the group, you were traveling through the mountains here and stuff. So you know plenty of areas actually.
We could
Okay.
just tie you up with a rope and dangle you off the edge of the castle.
I don't think Bree wants that.
Yeah. Well, Bree wants unlimited gold, but we all want things, so it's called tempering expectations.
I mean, Bree could just like before the group even's like awake, Bree could just be like peace, and then just go and spend a day in the woods.
Yeah.
Because she's heard them talking about chaining her up, like dropping her
Yeah.
orbital bombarding of.
Orbital bombardment.
So Bree's probably
Yes,
like, okay,
yes.
maybe I should let them have their decision with this.
Well, I mean, there's always a nuclear option that Adau just cures disease on her against
Yeah,
her
I could
will.
I could use Greater Restoration on
Yeah,
you,
that's
but
not
I don't
fun.
want to do that
You
because
just,
we're
like-
very cool.
We're very funny, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Remember
there's
funny.
always like a there's a way
So
out.
Bill?
what, Britsha?
Can I ask, talk to Bill?
Yeah, Bill. You find him in the morning here, like before the sun's even risen. Like, he's been meditating because he also still has to work to control it when he changes. So
Yeah, because
he's-
I was gonna ask, like, so is he gonna turn as well during the full moon?
yeah.
Okay, what's his plan?
He's like, oh, I can control it, so I'm just gonna stay, but I do gotta meditate to keep myself, you know.
Well, he's just gonna chill in his house as a bear.
No, he's in the castle. He's in the courtyard. He just set up
So it's
camp.
just gonna be a bear in the courtyard.
He's like, yeah.
They're in the
Yeah.
courtyard.
We'll make him dance.
I do feel like Bill and little Riley have become very good friends.
No, Bill is too busy meditating when he's not like helping Bree.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but
Riley's like bugging him though.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Little Riley
Riley's
might be
being-
bugging him, yeah.
I mean,
What
he's
is
a
this?
were rat.
Perhaps what is this?
He also
He's not
wants
actually
to
a were
work-
rat. He just had a mutation.
Yeah.
What if he wants to get back in touch with his were ratness? Ratness everything.
So what is Bree
joke.
gonna do then?
So we can try. So I guess later I'll make sure everybody know, or like I'll make sure people know that he's going to become a bear. Like, don't freak out when he becomes a bear in the courtyard.
Yeah.
But yeah, for him, I guess. So he doesn't want to be around me then when I'm a bear. Then he thinks I should just go and be by myself.
That's his recommendation for your first time, is like just go in the forest.
And then I guess I'll think before I didn't share with him like properly that the rats are going to become bears potentially, but I'll let him know now that they look like they're infected, and what I should do with them to keep them safe.
He's like, ooh, that makes it a little more complicated. I wouldn't bring them with you. They might just need to be like put in cages, which I'm sure you don't like the idea, but it's for their own good.
Okay.
And you guys have
Roxy's two yellow eyes pop open in the corner of the room they're in. Hungrily.
So is this invisible and then just kind of like pop in whenever? I don't get I missed the explanation.
The cat is no, it looks like a normal cat. It just can Talvo can make it poof out of existence. That's all.
Yep. Interesting.
But yeah, so Bill recommends that you have your little rats get like put in little cages for them.
Okay.
Just
Then
overnight.
then I'll arrange that for someone to make sure they're in separate cages somewhere that's safe and secure.
Okay. Riley will be like, "Oh, I'll do it."
I don't trust him. Like someone I.
Bree's like, "No, we'll deal with someone else." Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, you can. Some...
Roxy is entranced by the whipping of Riley's rat tail. She's just so into watching it move.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I just want to see it. Does Bill have any last thoughts about it before it's going to happen? Because I guess now Bree would just leave and.
He would
You know.
tell you, like, it's gonna be wild.
Alright.
Just do your best.
Show for counting on you.
And then, Bree would go and get those sort of things arranged, make sure the rats are, like, locked up in cages safely. Make sure they're comfortable about it and not like, freaking out. And then, I guess it would be, like, the day would still be going, right? I still am not becoming a bear.
Yeah.
So I might... If I feel like there's no chance of becoming a bear yet, then Bree would just go and like research tarot cards for a day, so she can take her mind off it.
Okay.
And then once she's like, okay, looks like night's coming, she would transport via plant to like the safe area that there's no one nearby.
Yeah, just up in
And,
the wilderness.
Yeah, and then just camp out there.
Okay. So Bree would kind of just do this on her own. She's gonna leave the castle. You guys, would you tell the others what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I probably would.
Damn, okay, I had an idea. If you didn't, I had a funny idea.
So you tell them, and Bree would tell you guys that she's just going to teleport herself way far away.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that if like we didn't know your plan, I was gonna say like I walk in and go, "Oh, who cages up the rats?" Bree would never do this and let them free.
Yeah.
I am going to actually supervise the rats and make sure Roxy doesn't just.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Peace.
fair. Okay.
She's still new here.
Alright. And yeah, we'll kind of skip forward then towards the end of the evening, where Bree would have done some research, and then as soon as it started getting a little bit dark, she would have started to feel like her blood rush. And so she would then, step out and of the library and teleport into the woods. And there's two sides of this. One is what Bree would experience, and the other is what you guys experience. Let's start with Bree.
Wait, what?
As the Bree, you kind of teleport into an area of forest. It's actually not too far off. It would be like up in the mountains over here, not too far from Gabagard. And it's a very isolated area. The only thing that is in the area is just, lots of wildlife. And maybe occasionally like a group of traveling like dwarven miners will pass through. But
kids on the road alone? What the hell?
Yikes.
After you kind of like look around in the area for a bit, you set up a little like campsite maybe with some stuff you would have brought. You realize that you're pretty sure no one's been in this particular part of the woods in a while. And so you have just enough time to kind of like set up your like a little makeshift tent just in case. When your blood was already kind of starting to rush, but then you look up in the sky and you see the moon rising. The sun is fully set now.
It's a boring.
The full moon. And you just feel like... Does Bree try to resist and control as best as she can, or is she just going to go full sicko mode?
No, she's just gonna let it go through her, but like try to be as conscious as possible
Okay.
of what's happening.
Roll me a Constitution check. Okay. And as you start to feel your literally your muscles bulging, and I guess you probably would have taken most of your clothes off so they don't get ripped apart like before.
Yeah.
This time you would have set them aside or brought a new change. And so Bree just goes and you feel the muscles bulging and ripping apart, and you just start morphing, growing taller and bulkier until you stand 10 feet tall. Over 10 feet tall once again, and just let out a roar, roar. But Bree, you do actually have some control. You're kind of looking around, in a much more animalistic state, sniffing all these scents pouring in that you normally don't have as keen of senses on, and you smell a moose in the area.
Sounds yummy.
And you're hungry. You are voraciously hungry. Do you try to hunt down this moose?
About your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature.
This is just to help you.
That bring the necessities of life.
So we normally eat animals and stuff.
I think so.
Are you asking if...
No,
Because you
Are
are
you
a character.
asking... Are you
You
asking
choose.
if bears are carnivores?
Oh, I thought you said
No, I
Bree.
meant-
bears will occasionally eat a chipmunk or something, but for the most part.
No, but I mean in the world as humans, we would normally be what would Bree as a druid that cares about animals be eating? Normally.
I mean, if you wanted her to be vegetarian,
Bear?
normally, that's possible.
Become lawful. What is it? Lawful something? Lawful good as a bear?
No,
When
that's
you're,
for
when you're in control. When you're in
It's
control.
for NPCs. It doesn't necessarily apply to player characters.
Dang. Start your new taxes.
So-
The woodland creatures.
Yeah, I think Bree would know that certain food is meant for eating, and knows the cycle of life of people, or animal eats animal.
Okay.
cool looking mushrooms over there.
I mean, what time of day did she do this? She might have just eaten breakfast from Jerry.
No, this
the
is
cook.
at night. It has to be, right?
Well, then maybe he made a really good supper.
Is it like a full-grown moose, or is it like a young?
You
baby?
can't tell from just the scent. You'll have to track it down.
Then Bree will start will lean into it a bit and be.
Yeah, and Bree just goes. Roll me a survival check, and yeah, you guys aren't there, but if you were, you would see a terrifying, like, massive 12-foot tall bear just crashing through the brush, like, on the scent of this thing. And as you're running, Bree...
I think you found the elk.
As you're running, Bree, you just, like, just the flood of senses, you sense so much, you smell so much, you hear so much, and it's just like a heightened sense of ability. And you know exactly where you're going. You could smell exactly where this moose was as it has wandered through here. And you actually come up across like a little ridge, and then you look down, and you see it drinking from a river. It's an old moose. One that's lived probably a long, full life, but still has good meat on its bones.
Then Bree wouldn't have like as much guilt about it.
Okay.
So Bree would lean into her bare senses and dive at the moose.
Okay, so Bree, charges down this little like hill from the top of this ridge. The moose turns. It goes like tries to like kind of turn and with its big antlers, but Bree just goes, and within seconds, the moose is dead.
In my mind, Bree Assassin Creed that moose as a bear.
Meanwhile, and then Bree will eat and continue exploring her new abilities. Meanwhile, Talvo, you stepped out of the room to go grab a bite to eat out of the room where the rats are being stored. I will watch them for you while you go and grab a plate for both of you, you know. As you're like in the line in the mess hall, you know, Aya comes running in. He's like, Talvo, you gotta see this.
Take my place in line.
And yeah, and you run up there to the rat room. Well, it's just Bree's room, right? And they're in these cages, right?
It's the rat room.
These cages were like, you know, like a normal cage that you'd have a rat in, like, you know, maybe a couple feet wide, a foot and a half tall, something like that. The cages are bulging. They're in separate cages. They are bulging because the rats are turned into weird-ass fucking bear-rat hybrids, but you were mistaken in thinking that they would stay small, because they are growing, and now they're the size of a baby bear, and they're about to snap through the cage entirely.
Oh, shit.
Well, I was gonna say, because I guess I didn't specify, but I was thinking like they were gonna go in we have like the prison sort of area and cages like that, but would those have been strong enough to keep them?
I got this, Bree.
I like to think that like you maybe like meant that, but they didn't specify.
Okay.
So, because this is funnier too. So the bears, the rats, Fungus and Blunkus are like they're like about to burst through this because they're still growing. They're growing bigger still. And Roxy's like. Talvo, you probably have a minute or two before they just burst through these cages entirely.
Oh, a minute or two? Perfect. So there's nothing saying that can only panache one creature at a time.
Okay.
Oh,
Logan
I'm gonna tell
panache us to where bears.
I'm gonna tell Roxy, like, you know, dip.
You can
You're
just
done watching.
You can just poof her into the pocket dimension that she.
It's way funnier that Talvo doesn't know how to do that.
Okay, like he hasn't figured that out yet, so he's like dip. He's like just like run. Yeah.
He's like, Roxy, dip.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I've been around Funkus and Bunkus enough. I think I can panache him with just like bullshit rat language.
Okay.
And then run away.
Okay, you're just gonna try to provoke them to chase you.
Yeah.
All right, roll me your 2 of your checks. What is it, persuasion?
Are they hostile to me?
They are hostile right now, so whatever you need for that.
So my persuasion against their insight.
Yeah. And I will roll their insight. I think they have literally... I forgot, the lowest you can roll is
Wow.
a...
Jeez.
Did you actually roll a 1 both time? Wait, what the hell?
Yeah.
Just because of he's got expertise in it, and he's got the roguish.
Yeah.
Reliable talent. It can't be
Yeah,
less than a. It can't be less than a. 10.
So they can't succeed. You basically start just making fun of them in a made up rat language, and somehow you actually just stumble upon actual rat language words that are like slurs to them, and they're like, and the rat's like, and at this point, boom! They actually like burst out of their cages, and they are like. They have like a buff body of like a bear, except it's like a muscle building bear. But then their heads are still rat heads. It looks very freaky, honestly. And they're like 3 foot tall. Like they're not like small. They're nasty. They're like like they're pretty big, and they look like they could hurt you. But luckily you're pretty quick, and they both burst out of these cages, and they just go, and they just start charging at you. But Talvo, you just go. Where's your plan? Where are you like running with them to?
Away. I don't have an end destination in mind. It's just I know I can move 90 feet every 6 seconds, and they can't.
I like to think that you just kind of run. You think like real quick, and you run towards the roof because you can just run around in circles with them up there. And so you go up there, and sure enough, as you burst out on top of the roof, they're right behind you. Well, a little bit behind you, because you run pretty quick. And you look up, and sure enough, the full moon is there, and this thing is fueling them in their little rage moments. They do not have the thought to kind of contain themselves like Bree does. And you just start running around in circles. There's like a sentry up here. It's like, oh god! And you're probably like, get out of the way! And
I think at some point, Talvo would kind of like gain like a little bit of semblance, like, oh yeah, I can just like summon the cat up here, and he'll prove Roxy at some point and just try to like, divide their attention.
Okay, yeah. Roxy will be kind of like up on the ramparts, like jumping between them, and these things are big, but they're not big enough where they can really get up to her, and so they will just. They'll just run around, and this will go on for, I guess, several hours. Then, at some point,
Adau and I are we're up on the ramparts eating some popcorn.
I was gonna say Adau, like probably some of the other crew
I'm,
actually like come up and like just watch like from a safe distance, like what the hell is going on? You're on top of the flying carpet, like what the fuck, man?
Exactly. I enjoy Britsha's new bear overlay.
And as the camera pans back to where Bree is, she's running through the woods. She doesn't even know where she's going. She's just running through the woods, just feeling very, very free, letting her energy flow freely as well. And I think that's where we'll wrap up for today. Unless there's anything else you want to do with the two
Talvo running around in
bears.
circles.
Yeah, I just like the image. Just we're leaving
the
that.
camera pans up. The
Yeah, exactly. The
playing,
camera pans up with that, and it's like, yeah, I'm not sure.
To be continued.
Britsha, was that what you were expecting, Britsha?
What?
Were you
Of
expecting
what they
that?
become? Do they become little bear things?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I guess
That's also
rats.
why I wanted. That's why I intended for them to go in like a bigger cage, but I never specified that.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Okay. Well, next time we'll.
I'm gonna
see...
work it out. Roxy and the cat and the rats, they're gonna become, with enough familiars, they'll become like an actual like 5th player character.
Yeah, I mean it does. It sounds
That's
like the
a
name.
band.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds
and
like
the
a
Rats. Yeah, Roxy and the Rats was like
Roxy and the Rats. Get a little insurance in
It's
there.
an indie band.
Okay. So yeah.
Riley can read them. He can lead them because he's part rat.
Yeah.
He's
It's true.
Riley and the Chipmunks.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that's gonna. I think that's gonna do it for us. I gotta go do some work and stuff, but next time we'll pick up and see if anything else happens with Bree the bear and anything else.
Bree the bear? Huh?
Oh no. Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, the longer we can stall Tartarus coming back to the group, I think the better.
I do want to see if he actually can rejoin us, but
That'd be
so
sweet.
busy, so.
It would. I mean, there's like the sweetheart Goldilocks zone where he rejoins, dies instantly, and we all get inspiration.
Oh god.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to come back, give him a one shot to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I will. That'll do it for us tonight, though. We will. I think we. I mean, I don't really have anything for the next few months that would preclude, the normal
Saying
session.
this was the one. I'll have actual internet and shit.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that works. I want to go cook some dinner and get some work done. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, anyone. Satan, thank you for the raid earlier, Satan. If you're still here, thanks to Satan for that.
Thanks, Satan.
And
Satan.
we gotta pay out the prediction. What was it? How many people does Bree kill? Okay, well, we're not done yet, so we gotta leave that prediction for next time.
Can you pay a separate stream?
Yeah, but
Well,
we can't do
I'd
any
have to
predictions
not.
this
Yeah,
week.
so I gotta delete it. So I'll just delete it for now.
Oh.
So.
Sad.
Remember, one
Tartarus is
count as
live,
one moose.
actually.
Oh, is he doing
Playing Lethal Company.
Oh, he's lethal companying. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, we'll host up Tart. Okay. Wait, we need a raid message. It should be like Rook died 07. or no, it should be like Rip Rook 07.
Yeah.
Rip Rook. Let's see here. Let me. There you go. Okay, that's our raid message. We'll see everyone later. Bye bye.
Adios.